He's got it. Oh, he's got.
Good afternoon, evening, guys. I hope you're all good. Welcome back to GKP Live. How's it going, Mick? How are you doing?
All right. Not too bad, mate. Thank you.
Thank you. Great. We'll go in with the. Oh, there we go. We'll go in with. I think we should be getting Daz joining us very shortly.
Yeah.
And giving chance and the opportunity to. We got a little LOL then from Mike. How you doing, Mike? Hope you're good, mate. But while we give Daz chance to join us, jump in, we shall stick this one on right now. At the back. Yeah, she is. This would have, if I were going to pick this show, there you go, guys. I would have picked that one. Still got a lot more up to come. Nice pattern, nice separation. Look at that, beautiful fish. And again, check this out, guys. This is something else. That is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Yeah. Nice wild common trout coming up for a piece of bread. Perfect. Let's have a look at his koi facility again and look at this full cherry blossom. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get from the other side so we've got the sun behind us so that you can see this bit. This is absolutely stunning. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Beautiful. Without further ado, I'll get us inside, have a look round, and let you see what you think. Catches in in this whole complex. The fish is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. One bat after another. Really nice to jacket there. And as if by magic, Daz appears.
Evening, everyone.
All right.
Alan, how was your holidays going, Daz? Are you enjoying yourself out there in the God's country, Yorkshire? You having a good time, bud?
Very nice. Nice.
Barbecue go well? Everybody enjoy it? Oh,
yes, all the food's gone.
Let's give you a little bit more on the volume, mate, just in case, because I know some were saying last week that we had you a little bit too low. So we'll just tweak you up that little bit and put you back up to 80% and see how that sounds then. Fingers crossed. I can't hear any feedback from you, so it should be good. We've got a LOL from Mike, and we've got a evening gentleman from Mike.
All right.
8 people watching.
Right.
The added extra pressure this evening from our competitors being on live at the same time. But hey ho, it is what it is. People are either going to watch or they're not going to watch, or they're going to watch them or they're going to watch us.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, how's everybody's week been? What you been up to? What you been on with? Apart from Daz, because we've seen majority of Daz's by his little David Attenborough movie clips that he's been sending us, which have been sweet, mate. It's a beautiful place where you are. Absolutely stunning. Like yourself, Mick, what you been up to this week?
Did a full strip down on the filter box this week.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Just a quick little comment there from Mike. why are you all wearing the same colour? Which we are. We're all repping the merch. The logo.
Yeah.
I don't have a little LOL. A good gig later. I mean, feel free to join us with a matching top on if you wish, Mike. You're more than welcome. If you've got a, I don't know, maroon, is it? I guess.
Maroon, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
as you were, mate, as you were saying, you've been doing a little bit of
maintenance. Like I say, I'm just the box. I mean, the filter I've got at the minute. It's doing the job. Wonderful. I've got no ammonia levels or anything wrong with the pond, but just cleaning out that filter box at the minute, I'm struggling to get it whisper clean. I'm finding a lot of sludge and stuff underneath the frame of the where it holds the sponge in. It's like a corrugated.
It's like a slide-on tray, isn't it? Like, as in that each individual sponge section clips onto and moves along. Do you think that we were talking about though, the sludge and such, predominantly there from using your clays that you use?
I mean, like I say, the clay. I mean, you know what? You've seen how much clay I put in.
Just bear me 1 second. I've unsubscribed from your channel now as I won't support liars and bullshitters. Well, how about you go fuck yourself then, Gary Webb? See you later, mate, dickhead. As I said, mate, I'm not going to tolerate arseholes. I ain't got time for them. I don't need them, and I'm not going to tolerate them. If he wants to come on and run his mouth, he's not the only one that can run the mouth. I'm more than happy to run mine at him too. So anyway, as you were, mate.
Yeah, it's like it's got a fixed, sealed, like corrugated thing where, like you say, where the units, the 3 lines, where the sponges fit. It's what's it called? It seems to like it's getting trapped underneath that corrugated bit. It's got little windows all the way down it, and you can see like the sand and like clay.
So it is partially clogging up and washing down into you. And excuse me, sorry there, guys, for my language. Shouldn't really use that, but I'm just about done with the idiots that are YouTube. There's no need at all. Perhaps no need for me to react, but there's only so many times you can have your buttons pushed. Seems like I logged in just in time. Well, depends how you look at it, Graham. Apologies, mate, but I'm done. I'm done with people thinking they're going to talk, treat, and be the way they're being. There's no reason for it. I've never given anybody a reason or said anything about anybody in any way, shape, or form. But I might damn well start. If it carries on, I will. I'll scream it from top of hillside if I need to do. So it's not me being an asshole in any way, shape, or form. If you're going to come onto my platform and treat me like a dickhead, you're going to get a reaction. That's it. End of.
A matter of respect.
Yeah. I've not lied about anybody, anyone, anytime, any place. If I've got something to say, I'll say it straight to your face. Always have done, always will do. Never hid behind anybody. No need to, never had a reason to. And we've got no worries, guys. Exactly, mate. We've seen everybody's seen his rants. Everybody's seen what he is. Everybody's seen what he's like. Everyone's seen what he's about. But I'm not going to go out there and put his washing out there for everybody to go on about. And he certainly ain't going to come here and do it on mine. If he wants to leave and unsubscribe, please feel free to do so. If anybody else wishes to do the same, I don't want people to unsubscribe. But if you're not happy, don't bother coming. It's not an issue for me. And I'm getting my technical support in the background is leave it, move on, which is exactly what we're going to do. Now, yes. Right, as we were saying, we do believe that the partial clogging of the filter system might be because of using the clay.
And atmospheric dusts what
Yeah.
land on pond.
Basically,
Yeah.
and particles and bits and bats of muck and rubbish that you get dropping in your pond in rain and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So,
It's filtering it because it's basically got 3 channels. That's what it's got. 3 channels where the slide in and out the sponges.
yeah.
And in that channel, there's a number of slots what you can see through the channel, and all in that channel there was like big clumps of clay, like bits of leaves and stuff like that. And at the end, what I found is at the end of the channel, the little rubber flaps, what you can lift up and flush the debris out. I didn't know that until I looked.
So you've actually found the true way of getting rid of that to wash it out and get it out of your system.
Yeah.
Well, you see, sometimes, mate, you have to take a look and a step back and then assess the situation. And in doing so, you've found a means of getting rid. But, you know, as we say, mate, and as other people say on their channels, every day's a school day.
Yeah.
You found out there's another way, another means. So jobs are good in it as long as you can get the filter up, clean, running, and serviced.
I've noticed though, in the two corners next to the drain, where I drain it off normally, there were big piles of green stuff being pulled out the pond, and normally it's got debris there, quite a lot of debris there, but it's got no debris at the moment. And that when did I do it? Sunday. No, when did I do it? Yesterday or the day before?
Oh no, it was Tuesday, wasn't it?
Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday because it's been refilling for 2 days. slow trickling back in to top up his system. Which now then, as we were talking about stuff and bits and bats last week, we've been down to pretty much see a friend of ours, haven't we, and give him an hand, get everything up and running and sorted. But we touched up. Hang about. We can go. Somebody else has mentioned it. Bradley Hudson says, "Hi, men. Really important question. Do you all coordinate the Burgundy Club?"
Absolutely.
We did, mate. It's completely coincident. But if you look, we're all in slightly different shades.
Yeah.
We
You could use mine as a tent where
we had Mick came in. I had mine on. I didn't even realise me and Mick had been talking earlier on. I didn't even realise we were in the same colour top. And then we introduced Daz in after the intro to the beginning of the show, and him walks Daz in a matching top. We pushed down and grabbed one just to make sure he matched in with that. Love it, lads. It's a great look. What we need to do is get them all logoed up, and then we can all look the same.
Yeah.
But anyway, what we were saying. We popped to see a friend, and we've been trying to help him get his system up. Not so much up and running, but a few problems sorted out with there you go, GKP merch plug. That's what we should be doing. And in doing so, we did a little bit more research on a few items and a few things, and we found out that, well, let's see what everybody else thinks as well and see what people think out there. He was losing his KH. His KH were becoming completely exhausted, and we looked into it a little bit more because we were kind of baffled as to why. And slightly coincidentally, we were looking for something else, weren't we, about pHs and such as well. Yeah. And we found out that by watching a vet's channel, that pH and KH is absorbed and consumed by proteins in your water from when fish are spawning, causing your pH and your KH to drop rapidly. Proteins in the water apparently absorb it and use it up to a degree, So we were like, right, well, if that's the case, happens maybe if you're getting proteins in your water from excessive feeding or, well, not so much excessive feeding, but high protein level foods, putting more and more proteins in. So you end up with less and less. Yeah, bacteria eats the KH. Exactly that. Yeah. So we were looking into it and thinking, well, I thought I better check mine at the weekend. And when I did do, I found out that my KH had completely gone, absolutely annihilated. But the same thing, I was in the process of going through setting up the new biological media in the filter. And it was a case of the new biological or bacterial, the new bacteria forming that used upon my KH, which then raised my pH because it becomes acidic, the water, when the KH is being consumed. That we found out that would have been, or could have been, very well the case what was happening in a French pond, which we were baffled with it the other week. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm answering questions as I'm reading out. I really should put them up so people can see. Peter's Puddle, Koi and Goldfish says, hi guys, have you still got the food available, guys? I have, mate. Yeah, very much so, mate. If you want to come around and I have had one other person that's touched base and is interested in as well, some mate. So if you've got a tub or a container, you want to bring some over, mate, I'll drop you an email with my address. You can more than happily come around this weekend, mate, pick some up. And if Kyle from Max Koi wants them as well, same as if I can split it between you. That way, then you both get a decent amount, and you can take whatever you want. Yeah, 100%. You're more than welcome to it. The only reason why I say is if you could bring a couple of tubs is I would very much like to use some of the plastic tubs that it's in to put some of my new koi food in, so that I don't have to have an open bag. So if you've got something, you can collect some in. If not, you can take one or two of the tubs, and I'll just keep one or two for myself and just keep filling them up and refilling them. But yeah, more than welcome, Peter. Let me know, mate. I'll drop you a text, stick you an email through, and we can get something sorted out, bud. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sweet. Nice one. Right. So yeah, so we think we might have come to the bottom of the problem and the issue of his KH being exhausted. And the same within my own pond, because it did do exactly the same on mine this weekend. And the pH, oh my God, my pH was shocking. So bad. It was off the scale. Bad. To the point where, because the KH had gone down so much, your pH becomes really acidic, and it was really bad. My fault for not keeping an eye on it whilst they were running a new filter system or setting up a new filter system. But, exactly, you learn as you go along. I didn't know that would be the case, and that the nitrifying bacteria throughout the system being produced were consuming it as rapid as it did. I only checked it the weekend before, and it was pretty stable at 5. And it completely gone. There were none. I put the drip in to test it, and it didn't even go blue. So it was something to bear in mind and keep your eye on. So we think that's probably what was happening with his friend's pond as well, don't we? We think that he was, because at the time he was trying to get his media up and running and new media in. So he was trying on his easy pod. So he was trying to get that up and running and get that cycled and get that running through. So we think that we're doing the same thing, and it was consuming it quicker than he could get it in. But yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it, to find out what we found out over there?
It was. Yeah.
We found out quite a lot of information this week, and it's happened at all of our eyes, hasn't it? To certain things.
It makes perfect sense, though, especially with the overfeeding side of things.
Yeah.
You get the foam on the water, and then you start getting issues.
Yeah. So it's got to be, protein, not only from spawning, but proteins from feeding, overfeeding. So you get too much protein in your water, your KH is going to drop, and your pH is going to become acidic, and that's not good for your fish at all. And the reason why we were looking into it is it's one of the most common reasons, especially around this time of year, why a lot of koi start coming out with ulcers. Fish start to spawn, the milt in the pond water, and then obviously now what did it? The overall, what was it? Something. Don't want to get it wrong. It was basically the eggs
The
from
fluids,
the
fluid from the eggs and stuff.
fluid from the eggs and the fluids from the inside of the female fish and the fluids from the male fish,
The milk,
all
yeah.
combined together creates high protein levels in your pond. That then makes your KH take a dip and your pH take a dip, which then makes your fish irritated, so they start flashing because the water becomes acidic. As soon as they start to flash, they get a catch, a nick, a cut, a graze, secondary infection kicks in, and ulcers start. And it's one of the most common reasons why, which is what not what we're saying, what a specialist vet was saying, which was a bit of an eye opener for us, and we all thought
It was.
it's something worthwhile keeping on, especially with what Daz is doing with the breeding projects and such that he's gotten going on and everything else. So it was one hell of an eye opener for us all.
So,
Definitely,
I mean, it makes sense to me as well, because I take my fish out of the main pond, put them in a tank to spawn, and then as soon as they've spawned, I take them out and put them back in the main pond. So they're never in high
protein levels. Yeah.
So
Over them from the spawn period, and then they're out back out again.
Yeah, so that's probably why I've not had many ulcer issues with them. But having said that, I do a massive water change on the spawn.
Yeah,
it gets rid of the protein as well. But if you
you
fit that environment all the time, then yeah, that's not good for them.
Right, we've got a little bit of a. I had my first pond visit today by Yorkshire Koi. Did a quick video of my plans, etc. Wood on order, coming on Monday. Spent wouch much, 1.3k, £1,300. That's just on timber, Pete, or is that on everything? If it's on everything, with today's prices and what have you, that's not really that bad. I mean, it's as long as you can build your whole pond for that, it's reasonable. But there's always that little bit extra. Graham Taylor says, so would fitting a protein skimmer resolve it, or just remove the foam? No, protein skimmers, when you remove the foam, that is the protein. So
yeah,
to a certain extent, I think you'd need a protein reactor.
Yeah.
To get it fully out.
Well, skimming contains protein, doesn't it? That's like right, he does.
Yeah.
That when he creates a skimming and all that black, gunky brown water that comes out, that is
protein.
What he calls the skimmit, and that is the stuff which is basically protein.
But when your fish spawn, do a big water change.
Yeah. So it was very interesting, and if I can, if possible, might be opening another link and share the little video that we were watching. If I find it, I will do, guys. But it was really interesting.
It was interesting. Like I say, very informative. The way you talked through it. It was good. It was good.
We've got hi people. How's it going from Hillslet? Very well. How did you enjoy the show at the weekend, mate? Did you treat yourself? Did you get anything while you were down there, bud? Did you pick any new fish up? Some just toss a cream cracker in. to absorb the protein. Timber pin, new drill, impact drive. I mean, that's a bargain. Then you got power tools involved in it as well, so that's not too bad. It depends what type of power tool you went for, because you could have spent a good. You could have spent a good £600 just on a drill. Impact driver, wood prices are stupid at the moment. They are, mate. They're absolutely disgusting prices of it. I mean, prices of everything. Can't fart these days without people want to charge you for it. But yeah, this is not too bad, mate. If that's just for your timber and a couple of power tools, have to see. We'll have to see how it goes and have a look at your build, mate. Sorry. Midge flying around. That's probably coming on me from filter house. Opened up my filter barrels today. Wow, god damn. There must have been there were a lot of midges flew out of that barrel. So there's plenty of bugs and bits and bats in back of my pond in my filter system. Now, if anybody else has noticed, how are your fish acting and performing and being and behaving with the rising temperatures? Have you got adequate cover? Have you got adequate air? Have you got enough, areas for your fish to get some form of sun protection? Are you getting them all out individually and putting some factor 30 on them and then dropping them back in before you go to work in the morning, or have you got some kind of a sale? And the reason why we're saying such is one of his friends, Jeff, has been fitting himself up a bit of a sun sail, hasn't he, to try and give himself a little bit of
shelter,
and a bit of shading, because he's been hit quite bad with a bit of blanket algae. And again, he has used the same products as what I think all three of us probably would use, which would be blanket. I mean, other products are available, guys. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I do swear by that stuff. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I used it back in the last season. I needed to use it this season, but up to
single dose per season.
So you seem to need to do it. Get it gone in one treatment. Jobs are good, and it seems to be really good. Jeff treated the same, did it himself, got it rid of it, all gone. One about 4 days, completely back to normal. Had a little bit of obviously breakdown into his filter system, but I just thought if people are out there and people are watching, there are very few this evening, but I expected it to be that way. If people haven't got any form of Lily's natural protection for your fish. I mean, my fish are constantly coming. The only time they're coming out from underneath it now is to feed, and then they're literally going back and chilling out under Lily's again. Plenty of air on, guys. If you ain't got anything to cover up your pond, perhaps maybe think about sticking up a bit of a brolly just to give them a bit of a break from the direct sun. Although they are comfortable with it, direct sun at the mid heat of the day ain't going to do your fish any good at all, and you will be limited amount of oxygen within your ponds in this warmer weather. So it's well worth just keeping an eye on, banging an extra stone in, giving that little bit more air if you can, and giving them some sunblock if possible. Anybody else got anything that they might want to add on that? I mean, I'm not preaching.
Yeah, I mean, I've not had blanket weed all year, and week before when I come away on holiday, blanket weed everywhere. So I'm going to go back to fighting blanket weed.
Yeah,
it must be the temperatures.
If you need some, mate, I've got some. Say if you're getting some, just let us know. I've got some in. So I always keep some in just in case. But I think it's brilliant, that stuff. I really do.
Yeah, but I do either cloverleaf or blanket answer. Yeah.
We've got and they say it clears the foam, then the koi eat it. Is that right? Or are you? Oh, am I getting my leg pulled here? I'm probably
You have to put cheese on it as well.
Protein crackers. It's all they say. Well, there you go. Well, I think we'll have a word with Andy from Koi Pond Lifestyle and see if we can get that, because he likes to try anything. He tries everything, doesn't he? So let's see if he wants to get some. If he gets some high levels of protein, see if we'll throw a few crackers on top of his pond. I don't think they'd last 2 minutes. Crackers are just away. Still no blanket for weed for me yet. Ilsley says, touch wood, mate. I'm same. I've not had any yet. Mike Bass says, I use builder's scrim netting to stop the fish jumping and shades the ponds, sun protection from the herons. Yeah, that's the, I think I know what you mean. It's like
you put it on the corners.
Cargo net type of stuff, innit? When they go up, they put it up outside of scaffolding.
Yeah. So
that it's to prevent small little bits getting flicked off and dropping down and falling down, I believe. But you can get it in black, and I think you can get it in green.
And blue, yeah.
Yeah. You can get it in white. I've ever seen sign written stuff on it before as well. I read it on Facebook group about a newbie who was losing fish and didn't know why. She's travested from parasites she's treated. No, what the heck's that say?
Oh, she's treated for parasites without scraping.
Oh,
just went in blind.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing I would.
No, always get a microscope.
Never do. I mean, there are some treatments that you could treat for one fish and do it singly, by separating that one fish if you've got a quarantine tank, but never go in blind with a treatment if you don't know what you're treating for, because you don't know if you're doing more damage than good, do you?
No.
Parasite-wise, sometimes if you treat for the wrong thing, then you'll not be able to treat for a fortnight with the right thing. So yeah, it's not good.
And always test your water before you use any treatment. Well, for parameters, because some treatments will send your water more toxic if your parameters are off.
Yeah, and there's some treatments that you can't. For example, which is it, Mick? FMG, which contains.
It's okay with salt.
Okay
but
with
formalin.
Salt.
Never use formalin with salt ever.
If you've got salt in your ponds and you use formalin and stuff like that, then yeah, there is a lot of stuff that don't mix with each other.
So is it Alprex? Your K, is it your K? It's got to be over 4.
Yes, Alprex and KH, yeah.
pH has got to be over 4 for it to be used, or otherwise, you're in trouble again. So yeah, there's a lot. Never treat blind.
Right.
I mean,
while we're talking about treatments, what's it called? The bacteria thing. Virkon. Right. Yeah. What's your guys' thoughts on Virkon? Is it a good thing what we're doing by bleaching our ponds? I mean, me, I haven't used it. I've got some, but I'm unsure. Am I at that kind of koi keeping level to understand what it is actually doing in my pond?
Me personally, I think every koi keeper should have some Virkon just in case.
Yeah.
I think it's a good Hail Mary treatment if things are going seriously wrong, seriously quick. I think it's one thing that can nuke out all your bad bacteria. Okay, it takes out your good bacteria as well. You can replace that. You can put that back with pond bombs and such. But if it's a case of saving your fish and getting that bad bacteria neutralised, then yeah, I think it's well worth having some in stock just for that occasion. Hopefully it won't happen. But
does PP do that as well, though?
Well, no, not the bad bacteria. It'll kill parasites.
It kill parasites, but not. Oh, sorry.
It'll kill some bacteria, but
you broke up a little bit there, Daz. We just had a bit of a disconnection, not so much a disconnection, but you just glitched a little bit on you. Do you want to say that again, mate? Oh, maybe not. Daz, come in, Daz. Calling Daz. We'll give him 5 minutes to see if he comes back. Oh, there we go. There he is. See, it was the calling Daz that did it.
Yeah, you glitched out, guys. So what Daz?
Just as you were saying, then you glitched out.
Yeah. I think with
PP bit.
Oh, the PP bit. Yeah, I think PP does kill bacteria to a degree, but I don't think it does it as efficiently and deep as Virkon. Virkon will nuke everything.
Yeah, I've got to admit, this evening I have dropped in one Virkon tablet, and there is a reason why. I have nothing wrong with my fish, but I have one fish which is acting weird, by which I've never ever seen a fish hang around under a waterfall all the time. It's constantly under there. It comes up, it feeds, but it's staying away from the rest of the fish. It's not clamped. It's not unhappy. It swims around. If I come down the pond and walk past that side of it, it swims back away. Now, I don't know if it just likes the flow or likes the current, but it is staying there constantly on its own. There's nothing wrong with it that I can see. It's scraping clean. There's nothing, no parasites. It's not a fish. I do have 1 or 2 fish that flash when I feed mealworms. That particular fish doesn't. So I was concerned that I might have had something. So I did do a scrape last week, and I found nothing. And I have checked that particular fish and found nothing. And I don't understand as to why or what it's doing. I've never experienced anything like it or seen it before. And it's a new thing it started doing since I put in the new system. I don't know if it likes the flow and just likes to chill out in there. So rather than be unsure, I've dropped one in. And now if I see some different behaviour and that clears up and it starts acting the same as it did prior, and maybe there was something slightly under,
untoward. Yeah.
well, yeah, not right with it. Maybe it might need that little bit more oxygen. Maybe there's something wrong. I don't know. I've had a look at it. I can't see anything. I checked. I've looked in past. The gills are nice and clean. They're healthy. There's no sign of parasites. You'd think I was thinking maybe gill flukes.
Yeah,
And I need to be in there for a bit more oxygen. But then I thought, well, why would it be by the flow of the water? If it wanted more oxygen, surely it'd go over bubbles. But I don't know. Maybe it just likes it. But I thought, for the sake of it, we'll give it a try and see what it does, and see if nothing else. We've given it a go, haven't we? So we'll see what it becomes. Let's see. We've got a couple more little comments coming back in now. I've just got a shower filter that will help with the oxygen. 100% it will. Yeah, definitely. She's had 2 air stones, but turned one off due to the advice of an inexperienced family member who told her you can have too much air. Jesus Christ, you can never.
Wow.
That's not great.
you can never have too much air.
No, I mean, let's face it. When the there's a good video out there about oxygen levels in ponds, and a guy that's pretty well clued up, and he does some tests, and he shows the difference between the oxygen that comes out of a backy shower and the oxygen in the pond. And the water that comes out of the backy shower has less oxygen in it than what it does in the pond. So a backy shower at night, when it's going through the
cycle
of
it's
nitrogen cycle. That's what we're going to say, but I didn't want to get it wrong. When it's going through the nitrogen cycle to convert the ammonia over, the bacteria uses a heck of a lot of oxygen to do so, or absorbs a lot.
It's a Dutch guy. It's not Koi Partner.
Really interesting video. I shall try to find that video again, because I found it for us to watch, didn't it? It was really interesting.
It was.
He finding so much air into that pond, it was unbelievable. But yet, the temperature it was crazy, wasn't it?
Dropped out of it when he turned it off. The air just went out of the water really, really fast.
So even when you think you've got enough oxygen in your ponds, you 100% haven't. Especially when you use any form of treatment, always banging as much as you possibly can. That's why I've added. I only ever had 2 on mine, and now I've turned that 2 into 4, because it's
I've got 6 on now.
Yeah, it's definitely, you can never have too much at all.
The warmer it is as well, the less the oxygen dissolves in the water.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the colder the water, the more oxygen it contains. The warmer the water, the less dissolved. Is it?
Yeah, oxygen
in the water. Mike Bass says yes, scaffolding mesh netting. Which did you go for, Mike? Did you go for the black, or did you go for the white, or have you gone for the green? Or have you got it as like over a pergola type thing, or is it literally over the top of your pond as a bit of a net covering, framework type? Alec Bishop, how's it going, mate? Now then, this gentleman, we need to, if you want, go check his channel out, guys, because there's a very lovely pond, lovely garden. We should, in fact, if I can do, I will do, mate. I'll share your channel as well. Tried Nishikoi clear water blanket weed treatment the other week. Best stuff I've ever used. Well, there you go. There's another product then. Sweet. Worth bearing in mind, mate. Have you ever used blanket answer? Have you ever give that a go? I mean, I've used stuff before, which has been some absolutely garbage. Didn't do nothing. In fact, I think if anything, it might have helped it grow, because it seemed to get worse.
Stuff like that before.
But then the second time I went to the blanket answer, and it cleared it up perfect each time.
Yeah.
Peter says try crackers. Does get rid of spawn foam, and the koi love them. There you go. Yeah. Sweet.
I've just found it for you. It's called Koi TV.
Koi TV. Check that channel out, because that gentleman does a deep analysis on oxygen in ponds, and
and it's called "Does Your Pond Have Enough Oxygen?" And it is in English or British speaking.
It's really good.
Really, really interesting video, guys. Well worth the watch, and it'll be an eye opener for you because it's massive, that pond, isn't it? He's got oxygen stones everywhere, bottom drains with great big plumes of oxygen coming up, and he's barely got anything in there when he tests it.
His fish are spectacular. They're the high end of the echelon of koi.
They are seriously high end, and he does have a serious amount of fish in there as well, don't he? So we've got Eddie Kutcher. Hey, mate, how's the new food going, guys? Well, I'll show you. 1 second. It's going well.
It is. Minimal waste. The fish love it.
I thought I'd just seen something in the garden, and it was one. It was me. I've left the door open. Well, you can see there, as you also, it's exactly a week today since I got that tub, and we've used half of it. They are smashing. They were slow on it at first, admittedly, and I think that's purely because of the size, but they're not no more. Yeah, it's going down well, and I banged in all that into my pond this week. No poo, none. I have got some mess on the bottom where they have totally annihilated one of my lily flowers. They dragged that down and ripped it to pieces. So I think I should give them a bit of greens as well. But there is nothing. The bottom of the pond, spotless. It's clean, crystal clear. And filters them okay. So it's pulling it out. That's what we want it to be doing. That's what it should be doing. But that's what I want it to do. But there's nothing on the big stringy poo and like we had from Coppins.
Right. OSW, one of our friends, Jeff, uses OSW from Coppins. Same size, same 3 mil and everything. And we did an analysis, and it is exactly the same food, but it comes from a company called Kenco.
They also make really nice coffee. Yeah. That's a joke. We don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they do. They might do, for all I know. But
but it is Kenco, isn't it? That's what it's from, isn't it? It is Kenco.
It's from Brazil. Yeah.
So is Kenco a subsidiary of Coppins? Because it looks the food. Jeff did say the food looks exactly the same as OSW 3 mil.
Yeah, and I got the name wrong. I did say JPD. I thought it was feeding JPD, but it's OSW. Was that right?
Yeah.
But we were both basically WhatsApping each other video to video, and we were saying, "Well, what's your food look like?" And I got it on my hand, and he'd got it in his hand. I'm looking at his screen, he's looking at mine, and you couldn't see anything different. They looked identical.
Yeah. And we did buy the food from. Are we allowed to say where we got it from, Gaz? Or
Feel free to shout him out or anything. Up to press. It was from. Well, go on. Yeah.
Well, go on, because I didn't know if we were allowed to say that.
It was from Quinnicoy, and I did say to the guys, if I use it and I'm happy with it, I've got to say 100%, guys, that food so far has cleaned my pond up. No muck, no mess, no nothing. Fish are loving it. Let's see long term how it continues. If it continues to be as good as what it is now, I will be coming back and buying another bag, guys, because that's what I want. Fish food. I want my fish to eat. The only thing we're going to have to take his time with is growth. If we get growth, brilliant. If we don't, then maybe that's because it's the mid-range and I might be able to step it up to the other. And if we get the same results from that, I'm chuffed with it, really am.
But the quality ingredients in it, it's an high-end food.
Yeah.
It is a good quality food.
Yeah.
I mean, for not a lot of money.
And I could definitely, if you're interested, Mike, I could definitely recommend it. I mean, you should get some. That's a joke, because we know he has already.
I might have to get some.
He's only just feeding it, so he didn't know himself. I agree. Good on the side, but if you're doing the job properly, you shouldn't need it. What, crackers? But if I agree, good to have it on the side, but if you're doing the job properly, you shouldn't need
I
it.
think that's the
Shouldn't need it.
Vercon. Yeah.
Oh, the Vercon, yeah.
Yeah. Keep it
Well,
in your cabinet or whatever, just in case.
If it's in your
arsenal.
Shove it up your arsenal.
You keep your tablets wherever you want, mate, but I'm not putting them in my arsenal. You can. But I've got to agree, James. Yeah, if things are running good and your pond's well, but it only takes to go out and buy that one fish you think that's perfect from a shop, come back and there's a problem. Yeah. If you've got it, you can use it. But yeah, I'm just lost with that one particular fish. I don't know what it is, and I'm not saying there's not wrong with the dude. He's swimming around perfectly fine. I've had him out. I've had a look at him. I had a look over him when I did the bowling up on all my fish the other week, and he did have a little bit of a nick in his bit of carp pots on his pectoral, which looks like it's come away, but in coming away, it's taken a little bit of the pectoral out from what a bit more research that I've done. We'll touch on that one too as well. I should have recorded it, and we will record it next time I do it. But we'll touch on this another topic as well, just something that's reminded me of.
Just while I was going on Vercon as well, it makes a very good net dip. So it's always handy, especially if you've got multiple ponds or different tanks. Dissolve a tablet in a big vat of water and just use it as a net dip, and it lasts for quite a while.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. We've got just a little comment there. PP and chloramine T does the same job. There we go. Ash says KH over 5 for Alprex. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Mike F says potassium permanganate is a disinfectant.
It is, yeah. But I don't think it's as strong as Vercon.
And you would have thought the opposite, wouldn't you? Now then, that's a question. I don't know why. Right. This is a question that I was asking guys over there. When using PP, and it should stay purpley colour before turning brown, what makes it turn brown fast if it does it quickly? You know what?
Organic matter.
Is that what it is? So
it's
that's
organic matter, yeah. Suspended
organic matter suspended in your water, which absorbs it.
Oxidize that first.
Yeah.
Right. I guess you've done some research too, then. So I can actually. Yes. That's what I like to see. Graham Taylor says, "Sorry, guys, it was all one statement, but seems like there's a limit on characters." I might have to look into that. I don't know why there is, but if it's something I can change, I will do, Graham. Because apparently somebody else was saying the other night that I can't type in a message because it's too long. Well, we don't have to worry about that prick because he ain't going to be coming back, is he? He'll just been banned. So, Bradley James says yes. John Wales. Hi guys, slight problem with one of my showers. The black on it's gone slightly milky, black, like slightly milky. Have you ever seen this before? As in, you mean the plastic shower's gone slightly milky, mate? If it is, it's because it's not UV protected, but you can bring it back, mate, 100%. Get yourself a blowtorch, a gas torch, like a plumber's blowtorch. Hold it at a bit of a distance. If not, a paint stripper gun, hold it at a slight distance. You don't want to get too hot because you'll melt it. But if you put it over the top of it quickly with a heat gun, you'll bring up the pigmentation back into your plastic, and it'll take away the milky looking colour to your plastic, mate. So that'll sort it out. Don't get too close, don't get too hot, because if you do, you'll melt it and then you've got all sorts of other problems. But if you see football stadiums, when they've got loads and loads of seats in there, their stadium seats do exactly the same. And there is a couple of videos on YouTube where they go around with a massive great big gas blowtorch and just quickly lick it over all seat, and it restores them all and brings them like brand new. Same with your car bumpers. If they go dull and grey, you can warm them up with an heat gun and it brings the colour pigmentation back to the top. So hope that helps, John. Black netting over the top of the glass jump guards stretched up on the uprights. Nice one, Mike. Don't forget to press the like button, guys. Thanks very much, Graham. I appreciate that, mate. If there are, in fact, look, there is 34 watching now, and there is actually 13 because I could like it myself on the second monitor. How's that for cheating? Zelkoy, evening all. Evening, how's it going? What food is that, guys? It is God damn it, Japan meat from Quinnykoi. It's good stuff, mate. And fish are proper liking it. They really are. They were slow at first, but I think that's going from a 6 mil pellet to a 3 mil pellet because they were coming up and like, swimming around. I was going like crazy, but missing it. But now they just swim with the gods open. Just there we go. Same as this one there. It's 3mm Japan mix, and what I will say is it's 72 quid for 16 kg bag. But if as a brand new customer, you get I think it was 5 or 10% discount, making it about 67 quid. Delivered to the door. I placed my order at 5 o'clock in the evening. My order cocked up a little bit, so I rang him first thing in the morning because my PayPal crashed mid-process. I spoke to the guy the very following morning, and it was here the day after. So, I mean, don't think you can knock that from all the way down there up to Huddersfield. A mate of ours, Mike, he ordered some. It was there to in Liverpool within 2 days. So, that's pretty quick turnaround for a bag of food, if you ask me. Ben Taylor says Ricky on Koi Wholesale did a very good video on foods and cost. I saw that advertised, mate. I think that's well worth having a watch and having a look at it. I will check that one out. Sorry guys. I always just cut through and I don't think to stop in case you want to make a comment as well. So just tell me, hey guys, shut up 5 minutes so we can get a
No, like I say, I can't fault food at the moment.
It's good, mate, isn't it?
It is.
Mick told me no mess. I was like, we'll see, but there is no mess. I've nothing on the bottom of my pond, and I can honestly tell you, last night I sat outside for an hour with a coffee and a vape, sat there watching me fish, and I threw on an handful and watched them demolish it straight away. So I thought, well, I give him a little bit more. And give him a little bit more, give him a little bit more. And after I've been doing that for an hour, I thought, you know what, you've had enough now. I give him no more, but every last bit of it, we're gone. They have been eating some proper food and they've gone through quite a heck of a lot. Surprising. But I guess if it being smaller, I'm not really feeding loads. It just feels like you're feeding more because you're putting, it's like Mike said, didn't it? Go on.
But say 6 mil pellet, 3 mil pellet. Yeah. There's less material in a 3 mil pellet than a 6 mil pellet, but they both have the same kind of protein levels and all that kind of thing. Yeah, would you agree?
I don't know. We need to look at a bag.
Is that 6 mil got more fillers to make it a 6 mil pellet than a 3 mil pellet? And that's why.
Or is it the same product and just bigger? I don't know, mate. I'll say this much: 6 mil pellets that I've used.
Bigger.
Yeah. What you think is just bigger, but the same stuff? I don't know. I'm not saying it is because I don't know. Do you think bigger? Do you think it's bigger, or do you think it's packed with some fillers that might make you end up with crap all everywhere on the bottom of the pond?
Unless it's just extruded as a bigger pellet, which it might be. But bigger pellet, more waste anyway, I would say.
Yeah.
It could be. It could purely be down to, but no, because they might have fed them. That's why I did it. It's why I sat there for an hour giving them loads, and giving them a bit more and a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. So when I got up in the morning, I wanted to see if there were crap everywhere all over the bottom of the pond, and they weren't. I mean, I know the pond's going to be pulling it out. That's what it should be doing. But the amount that was there last time,
way too.
It was crazy. It's crazy amounts. We've got Kyle on says, hello, guys. How's it going, Kyle? Same as what I've just said to Peter, mate. You two guys have both said you're interested in food. What I've said that we can do to make it right by both of you is to split it straight down the middle, guys, and you can take what you want. All I'm asking for you is if I can keep a couple of the tubs just so that I can decant some out of the bag into the tubs, and I've got some that I can keep, sealed up. So if you're interested, both let me know. You can come up. If you want to do a weekend visit, if you want to come up this weekend, mate, I'm free Saturday, Sunday. Am I? Don't know. Are we doing out? I don't know. Possibly. Text me, send us a message, give us a bell. I forgot to get back to you on Messenger, mate, but there you go. You're listening.
Yeah, cracking vid anyway, mate, as well.
Half of it's yours if you want it, bud. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, cracking vid of the show for me anyway.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, bud. Did he buy himself a fish then? To be fair, I'll be honest, mate. I haven't watched it yet. I've been busy.
I watched it all, but like I say, I watched most of it. Then I got called away. But like I say, it's good what I've seen of it.
It's been a busy week for me this week, and some late nights, and I've been bang out tired to be watching much of anything other than trying to get sorted what we're sorting. Brother James, that's regarding not needing very confident. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Sometimes it's hard to keep up, and you think, what's this one out about now? David Cook says, hello, everyone. How are you doing, David? Good. Carl says, organic matter. Yeah. Thank you. More organic matter makes PP turn brown quicker, yes. The only reason why I ask is I've never used it. And the only reason why I don't use it is because I don't fully understand it. And I've never used it. So rather than make a mistake and I've used it alongside Daz, and I've watched Daz doing it, but I'd never seen, we use it at a friend's a couple of weeks ago. And when we did, the water changed really quick.
Yeah.
There you go. Organic matter is the reason as to why we're doing it. But that surprised me because I've never seen that. Well, I have. I've seen it on other people's ponds on YouTube where they've said, it's supposed to stay this colour for 4 hours. You want to try keep the treatment in for 4 hours, and then you do your rest of the stuff by removing it. But I'd never seen it change colour brown fast before. But not that I'm a, avid watcher of PP channels.
Yeah.
Keith and Paula's On Build and other projects say hello with a big wave. How's it going, right. Keith? I hope you're well. Max Coy, I had a big mission with the PP a bit back, if you can remember, guys. Yeah, I do. You and Si got going through it, mate, and it worked, didn't it? You got there in the end, but it did take a couple of treatments, didn't it? Cops is Coy chatting bubbles. How do, folks? How's it going? Right. Bradley James says, any thoughts on PP dip for fish? Well, this is the bit that I've seen done with it, mate.
Yeah.
Daz swears by it. Dipping a PP dip.
Yeah, and NT Labs do a liquid version,
That's
red concentrated. And I think it's something like 10 mil to 20 litres of water. Makes a perfect dip. You dip them for 7 minutes. And it's great if you're moving fish, transporting them, bringing new fish in. I always like to dip them as a matter of course. It gives you your peace of mind. You know your fish have been sanitised then. There's much less chance of you bringing parasites in or anything like that.
It's 10 mil to 30 litres.
Is it 30 litres? Right.
Yeah. Because of you. We do it for you all the time. So
I've got two buckets that I fill up with water, tip them into a tank, and that does exactly 10 mil of PP.
And as crazy as it sounds, guys, even though Daz's whole system's the same place, well, it's not the same ponds, but it's all the same water, it's all the same environment and everything. When he's been moving fry from one area and we've been going through them, ready to move them into another one, he's PP'd every one of them. That's the only bit I've ever seen PP used, but you've never had a single problem, have you? And I've had fish from Daz's. We've all had fish from Daz's.
Yeah.
None of us have had parasites picking up stuff from Daz. So
yeah.
I'd like to say the same from other places I've got fish, but that wouldn't be true.
Yeah.
Anyway, can I apologise, Gary? Again? Oh, right. Keith and Paula says, can I apologise, guys? I didn't think you were airing tonight, so I joined another chat. I saw you on the dark side. Joined another chat, but glad to see you and the rest of everyone. Thanks very much. What I don't want to get into, guys, is I don't want to get this. This isn't my show, by which I mean these are my mates. We have a chat and a talk. It's
everybody's show.
If you guys enjoy coming to listen to us talk and chat, feel free to come along. It's not something I expect anybody to come along and watch. It's not something I really want to do on my own, because if I sit here talking just with you guys, that's cool. But I'm on my own. I don't know whether or not it'll be as successful as what it's been with having these guys. And we do this kind of talk every evening. For us just to stick it out there and do it for you guys to have a listen to and a chat along with means we're just extending as group conversation. So it's nothing that you need to feel you have to be here for, but I appreciate you coming along all the same. Thank you very much.
We all do, mate.
This is, and I keep saying this to these two and anybody else that likes to join. This is our chat. This is our show, what we do together.
And we're all learning together. That's the best
exactly.
part.
That's
None
the beauty.
of us say we're experts.
No.
By far. We're all learning together.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Would totally agree with that more than anything.
That's just the best thing about it. We're learning. Everybody's learning.
Incel Koi says, oh, yes, made by Coppens. What is? It's made by Kenko, mate. It's not made by Coppens at all. We've already looked into it. Unless Japan mix is Coppens. Right, well, so Coppens own Kenko then, do they?
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Maybe they do. Maybe it's
made in Holland, by the way, what the food we're feeding, not Germany either.
And Coppens comes from Germany.
I think so.
But I'm not saying it is one way or the other.
It could be a subsidiary, couldn't it, of that
I
company?
did turn around and ask Quinny Coy, is this Coppens? And they told me no. So, I mean, if you want to call them liars, feel free to do so, Kege. I'm just telling you what I was told. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't care. I don't really care. If it is Coppens, as long as it's not filling my pond with shit, and it's not filling my pond with shit, that'll do for me. That's exactly what I wanted to get away from the other stuff that I'd got onto something that didn't. If it is Coppens, sweet. I found a Coppens that works, and if it works for me and don't fill my pond full of crap, then job's a good one. It isn't tinging me water like the other Coppens was. That's one plus side to it, and it isn't filling my pond full of poo so that I can't see bottom of the pond come morning. There's no way I would have dared to feed that amount of Coppens of the other stuff that I've been feeding to my fish. Because I'd have come out in the morning and I literally would have had to back off bottom of the pond. I wouldn't have dared leave it because it'd have been so bad for pond and bad for environment of water and for fish that it would have been shocking. But Incel, how do you pronounce that? Am I saying that right? Incel Koi? Is it Coppens? Do you know that for a fact? I was told it wasn't by Quinny Coy, but I don't know. As long as it works, I don't really care. Who makes it? I mean, I'm not, I just don't want the trouble we were having before. My water looked like I'd literally put 25 tea bags in there, left them in for 35 minutes and turned it proper brown. The amount of scum that were floating on the surface, the amount of protein that we're getting on top of my pond was ridiculous. But if this stuff's better and it works and I can feed the amount that I'm feeding and my fish are enjoying it and they start growing, that'll do for me, as long as it don't have those negative results and only has positives, Coppens or not, happy days. Yeah. I don't believe it is. That's all I'm saying.
When you water, all your fish look the same colour.
Yeah, they do. They look garbage. You see your fish and you think, that's what made me notice more than anything when I boiled them up and I put them in that clear tub and I thought, Jesus, that water is shocking. That watercolour is shocking. We've got an LOL Gaz. It's made by Coppens. What do you think about Nishikoi food? See, I started on Nishikoi, but I did, when I started feeding it heavy, I did get a little bit of
red tinge,
but I did get some decent growth out of it. Honestly, well, not all of them. My squash tomato and my two echoes are the last. They're not the last of the originals. They are part of the originals. The other originals are at my dad's. And all those fish that I got were all about this big. And I've grown all those from up to about 20 cm on Nishikoi before I changed over to Ikari staple. And then I won the competition, got that free food, and I've been feeding that. Now I'm not feeding that because not to do with the competition, not to do with the prize or anything like that. The food was just shit. top and bottom. Japan mix is coppins. There's Skeggy says. I think I've already read that out. There's like deja vu. Just looped then, didn't I? CC, what? God, my reading is shocking. CC, in my opinion, is a good mid-range for Nishikoi. There you go. Kenko is a trade name. Yeah. Kenko is the trade name of Quinikoi. All right. So Quinikoi is an English-based company. Kenko is based in Holland. When we looked up the business,
but hey, it says it on the bag if you want to get it.
Oh, sorry. John says, "Gaz, you don't know." I meant the black on one of my fish has gone milky colour. Sorry, mate. Put him on your back in shower. Right. Now then, does it look milky? Like it's got excessive slime coat.
Mucus, slime coat, yeah.
Because if it is, it could be
anything. It could be a number of.
Yeah, but there is one parasite that causes excessive amounts of slime coat, and I think that's tricking it. Do a scrape, mate. Have a look on fish and see if there is anything on there that might be parasite related, mate. It could be like that koi that I had, and I had no idea what
trickle costia.
Or costia. Was that costia does?
Yeah.
I thought he said triple costia or something like that.
Costia. Yeah. So yeah. Signal here.
Triple costia. You're breaking up a little, and please don't move. Keep still. We're on the mission. We're on a mission.
Yeah, costia.
Yeah, so right. I know there's definitely one, but try having a look at that, John. Do a scrape, mate. Check it out. Make sure that there's nothing there. But I mean, I had that. What do we call them? God damn! Forgotten the name of the fish. I've had it on my fish.
Oh, Matsukobaki.
No. It was not a Saragoi. We know an achiever. I did an achiever that was its whole body was just one mass of
film.
Yeah, excessively excessive. But that was really bad. I'm hoping you're not thinking it's something along them lines, mate. But
if you have a look at some, I mean, there's quite a few videos out there with excess. I mean, on Benner, you see these IN chags. Some of them start producing like a white film on the forehead.
Yeah, it was a bit opaque.
Yeah, and it just looks slightly milky. Yeah, I think sometimes changing the water and stuff like changing the fish from one water parameter to another can cause that as well.
Yeah.
From Skeggy. Thanks, Skeggy. From Cassia's Reef and Pond. You might be excess mucus on the sumi dropping off. Might be excess mucus or the sumi dropping off. Yeah, 100%. That's what I think too. But better to check it, do a scrape, mate, and test to make sure it's not parasite related, because some parasites, and we think it's costia, does produce excessive slime coats on your fish. The fish produces more slime to try and get rid of the irritant, and the cycle continues. Matt Sky says, not a problem, guys, mate. I'll call you tomorrow, buddy. Sweet, nice one, mate. Look forward to speaking to you. 3 mil and 6 mil will have the same nutrition, and Phil, we've been down this line before once, haven't we? 3 mil and 6 mil will have the same nutrition, but 3 mil is easier to digest. Oh, yeah, sweet, please. Sorry, my wife just shut me a beer from the window and said, do you want one? But,
so it is easier to digest then?
Yeah. Yeah, so larger, easy to digest, but because of the larger surface area.
Yeah.
Got hi, Dave, from Cat Reef and Pond. Keeper Plus says basically no need to use 6 mil. Go for 3 mil or 4 mil. Bigger coil will eat more pellets. Is all. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, we saw that in Poland.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. It's certainly made me go with. That's what made me want to do it, because everything, no matter how big it was, if it were this big, or it were, you probably can't see that, but if it were 100 cm, if it were a 90, 80 cm fish, they all got fed 3 mil, and it was whatever the food was. Again, probably coppins. Everything's coppins, isn't it? Anyway, PP is an oxidizing. PP is an oxidizing agent.
It is.
I thought it stripped oxygen, PP.
No, it oxidizes organic matter.
Right. That's what you mean. Right.
Yeah.
Organic matter is a matter of, if it's really fast, it's sodium phosphate. Right. Dechlorinator is as neutral as it's neutralizes people, it doesn't bleach it like it. So that does work then, Skeggy. So you can use dechlorinator, as in those, what's that, sodium phosphate, to neutralize PP. But
sodium phosphate.
PP, but you don't take the bleaching effect.
Yeah.
Biosulfate. Yeah. This is that's the thing. What Jeff's on about.
Yeah.
Sodium sulfate.
A white crystal, isn't it? Looks like a bit.
Yeah.
Kevin Paula, that's it, does 3 mil all the way, 100%. Yeah, 100%. NT Labs is called Pertangamate. Yeah. Permanganate. Is that right?
Permanganate. Yeah.
Permanganate, if that is the word to pronounce.
That's
So
permanganate.
if you search PP or potassium pertanganate, you might not find it. Yeah. Oh, crap. Why does this do that? Haha, jump straight in the evening all. Yeah, sweet. Right. I'm glad you did, mate. Listen, as much as we were having a laugh and a joke last week, there was no harsh mentness, mate. I'd rather this is what I want. I want people to jump straight in. I want people to give us their opinion. I do, and we're all saying the same. Do not confess to know everything. I would much rather learn with as many people as I possibly can. All of us learn something from it. At the end of the day, that to me is where communities, really communities, come together, chat and talk and discuss and help each other. That's what a community is about. The king of Go
on then, do it. Go on then. That's
Joe, don't put it on
the king.
Just because you said it. There we go. Just for Skeggy, just because he said it. We'll have it in there for later. I'm an expert. Coppins have a plant in Holland.
Well, that's what I mean. So we know now it is definitely Coppins there.
Well, see, Jeff said it's Coppins, and we said I don't know. Yeah. But if it's Coppins, it's Coppins. If it's better than the Coppins I was feeding, and if it's better for anybody else to feed it, then it's Coppins.
Yeah.
Maybe the other stuff is just shit Coppins, and this is half decent Coppins because it's not the best. But yeah, it's not the top line that they do, but it is a decent food. So yeah. I much preferred it when I thought Kenko made it, as well as my coffee.
Yeah.
That's why they isn't it?
It's what, sorry?
That's why they changed the name of it. So you feel better.
Yeah. That's it. Bradley James says, what particular Coppins food was you using?
It was 6 mil, 44% protein, wasn't it?
Yeah, 44% protein growth, and then the wheat germ and all season, which all free shit. In that particular one. Never getting a sponsorship from Coppins, am I? If money was no object, what coil would you all add to your ponds, and why? This is my first live show joining you. Thanks very much, mate. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, mate. Welcome.
it might be the first time you've been on the live, mate.
Well.
It's not the first time you have ever. We've had conversations back and forth right from the early days. But I think we both kind of started as channels around the same time, and I proper liked your pod, mate, when I seen it, and truly do wish you all the very best with your channel as well, mate. And if you can do, guys, do us a huge favour. Anybody that's on tonight, go around to Alec Bishop's AB Koi, give him a like, share, and subscribe, and have a look at his channel, because his pond and his fish are lovely. And his garden is pristine, always is. Never seen it looking anything other than spotless. Now then, I'll let you guys go with this first.
Oh, can I go first?
Well, yeah, of course you can, yeah.
I saw one the other day and I thought, yes, I've definitely got to get one of these for my pond. A super mango.
Oh, yes.
They're nice, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Something else, aren't they? They do look bang on, them fish, really do. But you got, if money was no object, what koi? Right, so all three of us, I thought we had to name three. Mick.
Come on, you know me.
Oh, shower. It's got to be a shower.
Shower, wouldn't it?
The biggest shower in the world.
The biggest shower you could get.
Dainichi shower. That's it.
Dainichi shower.
Yeah.
I think
I've got my eye on a Dainichi Kahaku at the minute, but it's 795 quid. It's just...
I think if I could get one more fish now, I think it'd be a kikikikuru.
Oh, they're nice, yeah.
A good one.
Because you've got the kin.
I've got a kin, and I've got a bene ginger.
Yeah.
But I would like a kikikikuru.
Yeah.
That I think, because I've already got my Yamabuke.
Yeah.
Already got a nice chag. These, in my eyes, I like my fish that I've got. But I want to do.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Can I have another one? Can I have a
Yeah, go on. Kishisui as well. Yeah. Kishisui was nice, wasn't it? When we saw them, they were pretty good. But yeah, I think I would have a kikikikuru, because my first sort of one of the first channels, I think, and I'm pretty sure it was Mark Gardner's video. I think.
Yeah.
Passed away. I saw his breeding of his kikikishuru.
They were beautiful.
Well, what was the other one he was breeding them to? He had a kikikishuru that it was a kikiki. Is that whatever it is?
Was it a gashiki he crossed with it?
He was crossing something else with him, and they were stunning. The fish were beautiful, but the kikikishuru that I saw on his were stunning. And I've tried to find a good one.
Yeah, I've never seen one.
He did, what's it called, didn't he? I know he did it at the same time. He did a Kajaku spawning just before he passed. And he was just...
Well, is that what he was crossing with him then? Because it was a kikikikuru and something else that he was crossing them while we were spawning together. And I don't know what the other fish was. We'd have to have a go back and have a look.
I know he was doing it at the same time.
When he was mixing the eggs up and doing it with the feather and everything. That was those fish that he was spawning, and they were stunning.
It wasn't a Harawaki, was it?
That's it.
I don't think it was it?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it might have been a Harawaki, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go, Alex. Really good question, mate. But
show up all the way.
We all knew being a show. I mean, he eats, sleeps, talks, dreams about the damn things. That is 100% fish all day long.
I would have, if my wife would let me, I would have a shower pond full. Just one.
You said you wore trousers in your outfit.
I know, but you got to let the women think that what's it called?
Watch for the hand guys coming in round back of his head any minute. Copsy's Koi Giant Bubble says, "Hi, Daz."
Hi there.
Oh.
You all right?
She's just come in now. Look, giving me the evil.
Oh, there you go. She's watching live. She's gonna come in and give him some earache. In other news, we have a gimbal, so able to do better vids once I've got used to it. Now, see, need a trial out, but out for a bit. Went to fetch it earlier from Matt at GPR. Turns out he lives 12 mins away from us. Sweet, that's all right. If you ever need any fiberglass,
yeah.
And he lives around the corner.
Yeah, lovely bloke as well. Lovely bloke.
Alex Bishop, some of your personal choice of koi and some would add for different reasons, such as a chag oil to aid hand feeding. See, chags are
Every
just
pond
greedy.
should have a shag.
Yeah, every pond should have a chags, but chags are just greedy. But when you start feeding stuff like mussels or prawns,
they'll all come up.
They all hand feed after a few weeks of doing that, 100%.
Yeah.
Evening copy from Skeggy. They do, Daz. What flavour vape you got? I have. Well, I don't normally do this online, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to stop pretending to be who I'm not and be who I am. We have got free to go at. Other brands are available and all that crack as well. We've got Fango, not Tango, Rainbow. We also have apple and peach, but the particular one that I'm using right now is pineapple, peach, and mango. Very nice. Very good, very nice. That's the one I'm on. I never used 6 mil. I never will again, mate. But yeah, I did, but I won't do again. 100%. I had the sumi on some of the fish milky colour after a pH crash. Yes. Acidic water conditions can also change the colour of your fish. So check that out, mate. If you want, what I'm going to probably say most people's advice, check your parameters. Do a scrape. Then assess again. Best way, mate. Yeah. It says pH crash when the excessive acid conditions affected colour of the fish that survived a year later, now easing off with a carry colour food. Yeah, have you found when you're feeding a carry colour that you end up with a lot of sumi coming up on your fish, real nice and bright?
Yeah, secondary E it's called, yeah.
That's it.
You've got the bullshit statement of the week going across still.
Oh, well, he's kicking us a lot, so we have to keep it going for a long while for him to be able to read it. He's going to go for it again, isn't he? Let's hide that one. Back to the comments. Funny joke is keg. No, you can take a joke. Where did the comments go? So,
yeah, I've got another topic. If we're moving on.
Yeah, feel free, mate.
Again, a friend. Oh,
it's all right. I'll read it out afterwards. So just don't want to lose my place because then they end up going right at the top of the screen and I miss hundreds out.
Micro K1 or the slightly bigger one? Because I've heard.
For me, micro one only ends up in my pond because it goes through all that.
Causes more problems. Yeah.
Do people find micro K1 clumps together a lot harder? So it forms a solid.
Slows down filtration because
the flow.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen from it, 100%, and it sneaks through.
Well, like I said, I haven't got any kind of moving bed, so that's why I thought, well, that's
not yet. You are video soon to come on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put for me, mate. I would say
I find it
causes more problems than good. Yeah, it just seems to clog up real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems to have to clean it twice as fast.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of other people's, because I don't use it myself, but I have seen other people struggling with it a lot and having to clean twice as much as what you would do with, say, K1 or K3. Or whatever.
Do you think the micro would be better in a bio chamber instead of something like a Easy Pod or, you know what I mean, a standalone bio chamber where the water's constantly churning instead of it? Because on a
I don't know. It just seems to escape from whatever you put it in.
No, but on a what's it called? On an Easy Pod, it's static, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're in a like a bio chamber, it would be a moving bed, wouldn't it? Or a static bed. So would it work better as a moving bed?
Yeah.
Do they use the K1 micro in the Tempest, or is that just K1?
I think that's normal K1, I believe.
Yeah.
But I think you can either run both in it. This is what I mean, because I will be doing a moving bed, and these are the things that we will need to find out which is better.
Yeah.
I don't use it. I'm lying. There's a guy. Oh, damn it. God. There's a guy down here. Give me a little bit of media. And some of it were in.
Yeah. There was a few
Not
bits of
inside
mine.
the filter anymore. It progressively worked its way out, and I had to keep netting it off the pond. But it's stopped coming out now, so I'm guessing that's the last of it. They're about 30 pieces, so it wasn't a big deal, but we're a real bummer to have to get back out. And when you've got a net in your pond, I hate that net.
Yeah.
Really.
Like I say, it's interesting to find out what people's thoughts are on that. Which way should we go? Which way should I go on my pond when we do it?
Yeah.
Normal K1.
Well said, Gaz. I'm guessing that's for me saying I'm going to be me rather than being. I think maybe I'm wrong. Don't know. Or maybe I saw something else. Come on, all. Come on. Come on. There's my tag. You're welcome, Skeggy. I might put it. I might have to put. And here comes Skeggy's of the week. Anybody else want to come up with a little slogan tag that we can have and swing around and mess about with and have a bit of fun with? Feel free to leave a comment after this in the chat, and we'll make a few of us. I'm up for a laugh, up for a giggle. That's what it's about. Teresa Morgan, evening all. Hope you're all well. Good too, love. Yes, Kenko is a trading name of Quinny Koi, hence why you can't buy it in other koi shops.
Right.
Quinny Koi. Is this secret inside information? Cool. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I shall ring up Quinny Koi tomorrow and say, this guy said, and so Koi says, your stuff's coppins. You told me it won't. See what it says. I'll divert into your channel for the year 8.
Where did Jeff get his from then?
I don't know.
Coppins.
Yes.
That was W.
From Coppins.
Yeah.
We all do. Yep, there's a massive difference in food Coppins makes and foods that they make under license, same as JPD. Is mad in the Coppins Netherlands plant. It's mad. It's made in the Coppins Netherlands plant under strict license and control quality. There you go. Well, if it's best stuff, jobs are good. Quinny Koi. Thanks. We got Alex, Tony Barker. They also sell rebagged Kusuri treatments under the Kenko name.
Yeah, they do some Kenko products, yeah. I've seen other Kenko products.
Do they also sell coffee as well then? Under a different name, like in Morrison's, Tesco's and everywhere else? Is that really just ground up Coppins? We've all been drinking Coppins for years. The factory already set up, and Save JPD setting up the factory on Europe.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Chagoi has to be the first, Alex. There you go. Chag, get a Chag, Alex, if that's what these guys would have. Can I spell what? The key kikisu? No, god damn it. The key kikikuru.
Yeah.
Probably not. And a Saga might be my second choice. I see. This is the thing now. When you've got a friend that breeds koi, you come home with one every other week. You come home with one every time you go down there. It's hard to make a decision on what you would have because you've got them. So I'd have to go with Kikuru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I haven't got any of them yet.
Yeah. If everybody's watched Gaz's last video, when it says this will be the last koi of the year, that's the real bullshit statement of the week.
Yeah, they've been saying that to me all week. Keeping Paula says, and a Kikiguru Ginrin, as Gaz said. Yeah. It's hard to pronounce. Try it. It's not easy. Kikiguru is wrong like that. So, yeah. Yeah, a key kiki coo you. He will be drinking pond water the rest of the week. He certainly will. LOL does from him. Toxic does. Cassia's Reef and Pond says, "Good night, all." Cassia, I hope if you have, are you from the States? I should give you a check out and find out.
No,
Coppins, babe. No Coppins, vape gas. Yeah, at least Coppins don't make my vape juice. What's the last one say? Keith and Paula, he's always supping pond water. He does. He does always sup water. He does always sup pond water. But from what we've seen today, when he does a water change in his pond, it takes 3 weeks to fill it back up. So technically, for all we know, he could just be filling it up from tap outside in back garden. That's filling, So it could have been pure recycling water that were going back in, rather than actually being clean water.
No. Ask you. You see my wife bring it in. You ask my wife as well.
Cheers, by the way.
Yeah.
Can't rude not to when my wife shows me one at window. Let's have one. What we got there next one? Something else just come in then, I think. No, it didn't. Right, there we go. So, any other topics? Oh, damn it. I'm going to discuss something. Go on.
Chloe.
No, well, that is one to talk about, but no, it wasn't that. It was
Mike. Where are you, Mike?
It was, related to Mike.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what it was.
He come up with it. He come up with the topic, didn't he, earlier on, or yesterday evening?
Yeah, you talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Just feel while I sit here and concentrate. Watch how good they are at doing this, guys. I've got now. They really are brilliant.
What do people think? What do people think about putting clay in ponds?
Sorry, go on. What do people think?
Or other mineral reagents, kind of thing.
I love putting them on spot like that, says, isn't it?
No.
I'm trying to think what it was. I can't remember.
About to go.
Is it? Oh, well, it is pushing up quarter to 10 anyway. Yeah. And we did say we were going to have a late one. Well, keep going till you die. I mean, your battery dies, not you. That was that. Don't keep going until you die. Keep going till your battery dies. God.
Yeah, call that Clay. You're not up for Clay, are you, Daz?
I'm not got no against it. I think, if anything, to me, it just clogs all your pond up. And from what I've seen in your filter systems, when you do it, your filter systems are a hell of a lot harder to get cleaner afterwards. So,
yeah. What's everybody else's thoughts on Clay?
What's your thoughts on Clay, Daz? This is the perfect time, and this is the best answer we're ever going to get from Daz, as he's completely frozen. Now either his battery has gone, and we're just going to get to look at face. He's back again. Keith and Paul is always supping pond water. Skeggy said, not enough alcohol content, Daz. He needs to change it. Find one to bloody talk about not being able to read. You heard yourself with sodium phosphate and permanganate, whichever it is. Micro has a massive surface area designed for moving beds or fine filtration. Tempest is a micro or K+. Tempest has K1+. All the types of media I have used in a moving bed, Helix 13 tops the lot for speed of biofilm production and the amount of biofilm. K+ is in the Tempest. K1 is in the Bead Filter 2. LOL. Our tag is Stella time because Keith loves Stella and we have Stella the sturgeon. If you ask who actually makes the food, they will probably say Alltech, which is owned by Coppins. No, that's Kenco, not Kenco. Yeah, similar, isn't it? And then we've got about 4 or 5 chags in at the National. You got 4 or 5.
How did you find the show?
How did you find the show, Skeggy? What did you? Is it or those that went and those people? I know Ilsley's been before, like did a couple last year. Was that your first show you've been to, Skeggy? I'm not saying it was. I'm asking you if it was, mate. And did you enjoy it? Did you think it was good? Kikikuru, see, I can spell it. Hell, I didn't put it in a typo. Put a typo in it. Haha, that takes me about 3 weeks too. Kikikuru, Skeggy. And then we've got that one there which says, shh, Steph. What we were talking about then, well, I caught up with the comments there. I hate these comments are bad because the amount of times that they just scroll down and run up and down. When you just move your mouth a little bit and they take a massive jump and then you get it stuck and you can't find where you were. So apologies, and I should have really kept scrolling down and then I'd have seen all the rest of them. I do think it is a coagulant. Is that the right word?
Coagulant.
Yeah, it's a succulent.
Yeah.
I'm here. Foculent as well. It's a foculent.
Yeah.
Flock.
Yeah.
Is that why Fox called flock there?
Like sheep, it's a flocculent.
Oh,
Yeah.
flock. Oh, sorry. I was going down the flock route then for a minute. So it basically it gathers around other items and particles and fines and floatings and allows them to become big enough to be pulled out by your media, clearing up your water, clearing up your pond, clogging up your filters as they go.
Makes them heavier as well, so they sink to the bottom.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Be nice then for you to back off later at a later date.
Yeah.
Or somewhere for the blanket algae to get rooted.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
No, I don't think blanket weed likes clay.
I don't know. I mean, people say a lot of people use it to put the minerals and such back in. I can say if you were adding it for that reason, yeah, cool. If it does fish, good, brilliant, yeah. But I've never used it before, and maybe I should give it a go. Got to try anything once, haven't you? But
What's it? Koi Master Advance.
Yeah.
Koi Master Advance. That is not a clay. That is something else in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not. We've heard this one before. It's definitely not a clay. Yeah. But it is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Better.
A binding agent again, like what Daz said.
A flocculent. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
A flocculent. Whatever. Yeah. God, my words are shocking time. You'd be thinking I've had about 12 of them, wouldn't you? Can't speak, can't talk, can't read. But anyway. Yeah. I don't know, mate. I mean, what do you think? You use it. What's your opinions on it?
I know it makes a mess of my filters.
It does, doesn't it? We found that out this week for sure.
But you've seen it. You've seen how hard it was to get clean.
But is that because you don't use a recommended dose and just go, I'll put a bit of this in?
Oh, of course, yeah. It would have been that as well, yeah.
It could have a little bit to do with it.
Yeah.
Always read the label, guys.
But you can't. I mean, I don't think you can. I don't think.
Mick. Sorry.
I don't think you can.
You can't overdose of it, can you? It's not bad in that way, but yeah, I was just being.
But no, it does take out like weeks of mighty water. When you put the amount I did in that time when I was in a mood.
Yeah. I just chuck it in. Oh my! Didn't see his fish for about a fortnight. But water was crystal clear when it cleared.
Yeah.
Got rid of everything. Any other topics anybody else would like to bring up in the audience, guests, visitors, wherever you might want to consider yourselves? Anybody else got anything they want to bring up, talk about, chat about? Oh, I've got one for you. Well, I
Yeah.
can't remember one that we were going to talk about.
I've got
Where's
it.
mine?
I've just got it. I've got it. I sent it back.
Oh, right. So you're not leaving comments in here anymore. Now we're sending private ones, are we? Is that how it works? No, no. I see, Mike. That's it. I understand.
Is dechlorinator needed in ponds? That's what I've just been asked.
Is dechlorinator needed in ponds?
Depends on your tap water, really, I suppose.
Yeah, that's it.
I've
Does
never used it.
that's another one. These are a couple of conversations that we have had today. Some people like to really fill the ponds up real nice and slow through dechlorinators and such like.
Yep.
Some people are completely honest and just go, you know what? I do a 10% water change and I wang 10% water straight back in because the other 90% of the water that's in there will dilute the amount of chlorine which is going in, and within a 24-hour period, it's evaporated out anyway.
Yeah.
Other people would like to do the other route and go down by adding some of the stuff that Skeggy was on about earlier. I've forgotten the name of it again. What do you call it, Skeggy?
Right.
What?
Disulfur.
That's on. If anybody heard that, it did come up a little bit then as we were saying it, but buy something sulfate. But yeah. Oh, well, see, the comments are coming in. That were just stuck. Clay is Fock. Fock is clay.
Oh.
Can't remember either. Mike is shocking. It's very nice. Just ordered a new Hannah air pump, 80 LPM against my 30 LPM. All ponds benefits for all, for or against.
Yeah. More air you can get in the bath, 100%.
More air, yeah, 100%, mate.
Yeah.
More air you can get in, 100%. Go with it. As long as it's eco-friendly and you're not using too much electric, mate, the more the better. It's a pain in the ass to mix into clay. Yeah, that big clumpy stuff. When you get it and you try and, kneading it into some kind of a, oh, my love, kind of shit. Hi, darling. All everything. Proper hard in it, clay forming, making pots. It's not sodium phosphate, sodium
Bisulfite.
Dechlorinator. Yeah.
Greg, do you sell that?
Yes, do you sell that, Skeggy? If you do, send me a bag as a sample. I mean, let us know. Drop us a price, mate.
Yeah, 100%. If you can get it.
There's a guy up here. Oh, one of these days I get this right. God damn it.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
So he can speed up the process of refilling his pond.
Yeah, still filling.
Rolling cold food in garlic and clay helps introduce minerals to the fish without affecting water clarity. Agree with, see, this is what I want to get. But it's not cheap though, is it? And what about the other stuff, Phil? What do you think to they look they look like those what they call it, when people go and they they have the blood of Christ and the bread. They look like them. Phil's got them in his pond. Like this.
Oh, flat discs.
Yeah, what do you think them, Phil? You know what I mean? They're like flat discs. They look like tiny, maybe 50p piece things floating around inside your filter system. Showed them on your last video, bud. You said that they've become buoyant and floating and free moving within 8 weeks, bang on. I'm just wondering what you think to them, mate. What do you think they're any good? Easy pod. I agree with Skeggy. LX13 seems to be the quickest to mature, but I've just done a trial with, as if by magic, if I'd have carried on reading, I'd have probably felt just in a trial with a pond pads, filter media, and I'm really impressed with that. Did you get a sponsorship from Awaze for that? Or did you just do it off your own back? Be interesting to know. Awaze, I will happily trial some of your stuff as well. If you want some trials doing. The BKK National was great show. Super Sankey took grand champion. You enjoy it then, Tony? I enjoyed it last year when I went, mate. We had plans this one, like I said. I had plans on the Saturday and I had plans on the Sunday. I went to go see a friend and I also went to go and see my new pup, which we had to go see the breeders so that we could take some stuff over there. And that's going to be fun. It's a little bugger already. It's only 4 weeks old. He is the troublesome one. Show was small compared to the National years ago. I used to go to the National in the 1980s and the 1990s. You weren't around then, were you, Skeggy? When it was the billing at Nottingham. And my first review. What?
Northampton.
No, Northampton. God, shit, my marriage is bad. Not my first rodeo by any stretch. Used to go to. Not been for a while then, Skeg, but yeah. What do you, well, all right then, Skeggy, what do you think from back in the 1980s and 1990s? The quality, this is my question for you. The quality of the fish back then to the quality of the fish now. Let me know what your opinion is, mate. What, are they better? Are they the same? Or are they way different leagues? You know, these being grade C's back then to grade A's now. What would you think, mate? What's your opinion? I've never seen shows. My first ones I went to were last year, so it'd be interesting to find what people think the quality of fish were like back then as to what they are now. Be interesting. Hi, guys. Hope you're well. My pond has lost 3/4 of its water. Wow. 3/4 of its water. A pipe came off and nearly emptied it. Float switch ordered. Steep learning curve, mate. Well, I've said it time and time again, mate. If you are pump fed, get yourself a float switch fitted. And if you haven't got one, get out there and get one this weekend. It will save your fish's life. Your pond will only drop by a couple of inches. Your water will only drop out by maximum a foot, depending on how long you make the cable, as to how much you'll lose and how much you'll. But if it drops out a little bit, at least when you get up in the morning, you'll still have oxygen because you'll have your area as running on a separate source and you'll still have your fish in water without any problems. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've had a very similar event last weekend myself. Hence the reason why my pond pump burnt out, because that one wasn't connected into it. So it happens to us all from time to time. Stupid mistake, did something I shouldn't, paid the consequences in the morning. Not bothered about the pump, couldn't really care. We're only there just because I had it for the sake of it in the first place, but it does happen. But fortunately for me, I have a shut off. It shut off, and I didn't lose much more than 6 inches, 7 inches of water. But it did prompt me to think, I need to raise that switch up a little bit more, so I only lose a couple of inches of water rather than losing.
You need to come put one on mine when you can.
Oh yeah, anytime, mate. Not a problem. It's a 20-minute job.
I would lose I'd lose everything, wouldn't I?
For life around the koi pond, if you want to know how to do it, mate, there is a video on my channel. Feel free. I show where I got my parts from, how much they cost, and how easy it is to do it. It's all there step by step, mate. Might not be the best of videos because it was one of my earlier ones, but it's clear, simple, and informative, and it works. If you set it up just like that, it'll cost you no more than about 35 quid, 40 quid max. So there you go. To Newark as well before it closed down. Right, so they've had shows before at Newark then. Cool. I didn't know that. I thought this was the first one they've ever had at Newark. So I will be going to the Newark show. We will be going to the Newark show.
We will.
3 of us will be going to the Newark show. And all 3 of us might be there in matching attire.
That's it.
They might be there in matching attire. Just for
shit. The merch.
Get some merch on.
Yeah.
Just for laugh. Mike says, I enjoyed the National and met many of the East Midland Koi Group members that are friends. Sweet.
Mike.
They're doing.
Mike. Are they East Midland Koi Group? Are they disbanded now? Or will they be getting back together? Because me and Daz live in Nottingham and we want to join that, don't we?
Yeah.
but we know where it is. But every time we look on their website, it's still saying closed. It's not.
Yeah.
It's the group. They're not doing meetings yet and stuff like that. So if you know anything,
yeah, let us know. Drop a comment in, mate. Let the guys know if they are still up and about and doing and still.
Yeah. Love to go there.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind actually. Well, wouldn't mind somewhere in and around Yorkshire if there was something. If not, maybe I'll start my own. They're doing okay, Phil? Excellent. I look forward to the update, Phil. Gaz, I've just used half the dose of clay once a month for the mineral content.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm only supposed to put
half a bag.
A teaspoon in. But, you know what? I was in a mood that day. I just thought...
Yeah, half a bag, mate. That's what he used. Not half the dose, half a bag. Can you use LX13 with K1? Can you use LX13 with K1? Question mark. I do believe you can put any media in together with whatever you want, mate. At the end of the day, it's all media. It all does the same thing. Whether or not it will be as effective with big pieces and small pieces being together of different sizes or what, I don't know. But I would imagine. There you go. Yes, you can. Skeggy says so. So it must be true. Has to be. Should we get that statement going again? It's Jamie, by the way. Jamie? It's Jamie, by the way. How are you going, Jamie? I do, Copsy. Mix your clay with boiling water first. It mixes better.
No, the one arm I use
before he drinks the water, it boils it first. It's not the same effect though, is it, when he throws his guts up all night?
No. What's it called? I'm using I think forget the name of the company. The gentleman Probites.
Coppins.
No, it's not. Probites clay.
Sorry, I mean
what's it called?
Probites.
Yeah, Probites clay. And I don't get no clumping, and because when you see me, I didn't get no clumping. I just dished it into a bucket.
Oh, there goes Daz's battery's dead. Farewell, Daz, and see you next time. We've lost Daz, guys. Sorry about that. He did say he'd only got 14%, and he's really good at keeping up on his battery life and checking his and one is about to go. But that's a good back from Daz. So keep smiling, Daz. See you soon, mate. That's your bud. Sorry. Yeah. Mick Copsy says chatting bubbles. Mix it with warm water first, mate.
Yeah, I'll try that. But like I say, I don't get much. There are other ones out there. What I was using, that it was a nightmare to mix.
This one seems good. I've been using FOC as Andy would do it. I've been using FOC for over a year. Hard to tell the benefits to the koi, but if you can see the difference in the water clarity. I run an easy pod and do no clogging of the filters. And it clears fast as well, from what I can gather, from what I've seen about Andy using it as well.
So
clear up fast.
So is FOC? Is that a clay then? Is it a clay? Because
I'm not 100% sure, mate.
Not FOC.
I'm not 100% sure it is, but
Koi Masters Advance. Sorry, Koi Masters Advance. I've heard it's not a clay.
Well, somebody told us that, didn't they, in one of his earlier ones, if I remember rightly. It isn't. It's not a clay as such. It's re-enhancing minerals in your pond and all that kind of stuff. If you have chloramines, it's a definite necessary.
Yeah.
Why is that then?
Yeah,
because chloramines are chlorine and ammonia atoms together. Yeah, so it removes the chlorine, don't remove the ammonia. Your filters have to do that.
Yeah.
Try that in it. I think that's what you said.
That is correct. That is correct. We looked at some of that. We looked at that last night, and I didn't know chlorine. I mean, did Skeggy know, or other people know that chlorine's an allergen as well?
Yeah, this is you've been doing a bit more looking into it today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Find out a little bit more about it.
It's the second lightest. Apparently, it's the second lightest allergen there is.
So there you go, second lightest one. Keith and Paula say, "Hi, Jamie."
Yeah.
Hi, Jamie. How's it going? Evening, Jamie. Trickle in, trickle out through a big blue. Need to check Water Authority's website and see what they add. Mine has a high chlorine but no chloramine. Mixing clay, paint sprayer on a drill. Yeah, it does. I like that, mate. I'm down with that one. Done, mixed.
It would be good. It would be good if you had a toolbox there, Skeggy, because I have.
Skeggy, this man, he don't possess tools. He don't have. He is. What do you say? Tape measure, a screwdriver, and something else. Flathead. A flathead screwdriver as well. Who even has a flathead screwdriver?
A threaded screwdriver, a tape, and a crosshead screwdriver. That's it. That's our toolbox.
Job done. No, it's cheap as chips on eBay for cheaper to get there. Far cheaper to get there. Evening, Skeggy. Hope you're well, mate. Common wafers. Is that what they're called? Holy Communion in your pond, blessing. Hello, Skeggy. So everybody knew what I meant. They don't look like them, don't they?
Yeah.
Sponsorships at all. I bought the 10-litre bag with my own hard-earned cash. You know, that's pants. Phil, good sized channel like yours, mate. Should be getting some sponsorships. So come on, Oaze. Touch base with Phil. Help him out. Give the guy he uses a lot of your products. They ought to be giving you a sponsorship, mate. The amount of stuff you use with this stuff. And your shelf sponsored by him in your shop. Looks like a shop. It's cool. Keith and Paula's Pond. Hope everything is okay. Telford, thumbs, smile. Sodium phosphate mixed with crystals form to 1 litre costs less than £1. So compare that with 1 litre of tetradichlorinator. Yeah. Feel free to come on if you want. If Skeggy, Phil, if you want, I can drop a link if anybody else wants to jump in and say hello. Oh, Daz is back. How long you been there, Daz? I'm so sorry, mate. I was reading the comments and didn't look to the left. I thought you'd been abducted for a minute. I'm guessing the battery went, yeah. Oh, now he's got no sound. How's he got no sound? Does everybody know how to sign?
Yeah.
We can't hear. Got no sound. That's got to be your side, mate. This is brilliant. Anyone going to the All England Koi Show in September, Kent? Well, this is the thing. We went last year, and I enjoyed them, but it's a hell of a long way to go for just the one day. When me and my son went down, we stopped over. So if I go again, I'd probably be doing the same thing and stopping over for. But I don't know for definite yet. Now Daz has got. Oh, see.
Somebody's tried ringing him.
Yeah.
That's what happened last time.
Somebody's rung him mid. This is now. Yeah, there it is. He's disappeared. He's been abducted again. A blast working. Hang about. Sorry. All in Kent. We've read that one. A blast working on the koi shop just outside MK in 1988. Incel Koi says far better quality now, Gaz. Really? Is it? And there's, when you say far better quality, are there a noticeable difference? Because I always forget the name of this fish. Oh, damn it. Orange bottom side, blue top, zipper down thing. Shisui, yeah. Shisui. The Shisuis of the older days used to be really dark blue, didn't they? And now they are far much, well, let's see if we can add him back in. And fingers crossed we can hear him again. Can you hear us, Daz?
Is that better?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, it is.
And now the modern day shift always seem to
Can
be
you hear
more
me?
like a sky blue, don't they? Yeah, we can hear you, mate. Perfect. Back in. I hope the aliens didn't probe you anywhere they shouldn't have probed you this time on that latest abduction that you just had then.
No, I mean, phone overheated.
Oh, is that what it was? It's the power of all the talking.
Put it in the freezer.
Cool it down. Wow. Was it in a case?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's been overeating these last weeks because of mine in my GKP case. It's not good. It probably gets too hot. They were just saying that the quality is far better now than the old back in olden days. Old days.
Yeah.
I'll read it again. Quick, go stick it back in the fridge again, Dad. It's got black screen.
Hang on. God, it's red hot.
Yeah.
That's what iPhone do. Yeah.
Just go run it under cold tap for 5 minutes.
That's it. I was just trying to take the cover off.
Yeah. Just drop your cover off and it'll cool down a little bit.
Yeah. I'll just keep blowing it.
Quality of koi now is far superior, but far less variety. There were more variety back then than what there is now, and yeah.
Yeah.
And so koi says, I agree, Skegger. So,
Yeah, it's all about ghost tanky now.
yeah. Now, do you mean far less variety being entered into the shows, or as in far less variety available as well? Less variety back then. It was mainly Go Sankey. I remember the first Yasui coming in. LOL. There you go. Koi beginnings, waving hands. Jap koi then were around Polish Israel koi now. What do you reckon? Yeah. We're all just Jap koi then. Evening, Mike. Tenner on eBay. Just got one. Newark closed down about a decade ago, if not more. Ah, see, I haven't been keeping koi that long to know because, well, I am. But there is a Yorkshire. Hang about. This is the important one, guys, because it's about Yorkshire. Daz knows how good Yorkshire is. He's been there all week this week. There is a great air museum right next to this. There's also, I'll tell you something else, Tony Barker. There's also a massive, great big caravan place near Newark Showground and all, and that is well worth looking around. Some of them coaches.
It's called Brownhills.
Like 2.4 million for a coach for a caravan on wheels.
Yeah, it's called Brownhills.
It's brilliant. My mate took me years and years ago. A guy I used to work with took me in there. He said, "I'm going in here to have a look around. I'm going to go get myself a mobile camper vehicle." I'm like, sweet, let's go in. He said, "We'll have a look around for his lunch." And we walked in, and he turned around and said to this guy, "Listen, mate, I've won the lottery. I'm coming to have a look." And I'm thinking, wow, sweet. And he's going in all these massive, big fancy ass, you name it, all singing and dancing, chandeliers on roof, everything. And bloke's giving him a load of brochures. After we've had half an hour, 3/4 of an hour walking around, he says, "Right, thanks very much, mate. I'll be in touch." And he takes cards off him. And so I says to him as we're walking out, I says, "How much are you in?" He says, "Oh, you won't believe it, guys." I said, "No, how much are you in?" He said, "A tenner." I thought, you just had us walk around all those things with this guy for 3/4 of an hour. He thought he'd got a big lottery win and he'd won a tenner. It was so funny, but it was brilliant to get to look at all the big fancy posh ones. They were opening up sides of them and everything. It was cool, proper good. There is a Yorkshire Koi Club, says Tony. Where? Any details, Tony? Do you go? Is it good? East Mids, I think you should talk about Black Country Koi Bloke. Think he was with them, or could have been West Midlands, though. Tony Barker, too. There you go. Skegget says, "LOL, Mick. Haha, speak of the devil." There you go. Jeff Lees. Hi, all. How's it going, Jeff? Hope you're good, mate.
Hi, Jeff.
Cop says, "Cheers, lads. You're welcome." Evening, Jeff. Davey is with West Midlands and Mid Staff, I think, Skegget. Yeah, I know. It was one of them. I knew it was one of them. And there we go. Comments just shot straight to the top again. I'm going to get involved with Peterborough. Poor Peterborough. Tony Newark is awesome. A museum, especially the Vulcan. Fog is a clay. KMA isn't. It's just a water enhancer. There you go. That's the right word I'm looking for. It's not a flocculant or flocculant. It's a water enhancer. Fuck leaves sand in the bottom of your drain, according to Andy. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh. Clay does.
Clay does, yeah. Fuck is a clay, and yes, it clays very quickly. Coin Master's Advantage isn't really a clay. Not disband, check on YouTube, Instagram, website, new communities, AGM, last April being to Adam Byers, plus 3 pond visits this year. Next pond visit is Burton upon Trent, 16th of July.
So they're not posting anything on the website, though, are they then, Daz?
No, they're not.
Because we've been checking that, because they meet in Lenton, which is 2 minutes from my house and 5 minutes, 10 minutes from Daz's house.
Yeah.
And we know the pub. We know the pub they're going into, but we're waiting by the
what's it?
The
entrance.
No. We're just waiting for the website to come back online.
Yeah. So maybe it's gone down for maintenance or whatever. It's gone.
We've been checking.
Yeah, I've checked as well. It always comes up the same. It says something
Chloramines. Sorry. Skeggy says chloramines don't gas off. Didn't say they did. Said chlorine does. But yes, you're right, they don't. Chloramines don't gas off. They need ST to deal with the chlorine, and then the filter deals with the ammonia. It does, mate. Providing it's a matured filter. Helix 13 make, says Jeff. Is that code? Don't know. Nick and Mrs. Electric Whisk. That might be code as well. Hell yeah, Jeffo. Hell, Jeffo's in the house. Hope this is okay. I'm putting my 2 manual showers up for sale. 30 quid for them all. Yeah, it's fine, mate. Feel free, bud.
Manual shower. What are they?
Right. In the building trade, they use what's called inspection chambers. And an inspection chamber is a circular cylinder tube. It's corrugated on the outside, and I believe it's smooth on the inside. And
of course I know what you mean.
They come with a lid that bolts onto the top, and then the manhole cover sits on the top of it. Now, this gentleman made himself a couple of...
Who? Behind the sheds?
Yeah, I showed you the video, yeah.
Is that the gentleman?
It is, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
The video that I showed you, the pond and everything, and he's changed it all up. And I hope you don't mind, Jamie. I've been showing him your videos as well.
Yeah.
I showed these guys just because it's a topic, and it's nice when people send you something that you can share and show others, and we give us a good guided tour. So I showed them to her, and now he's removed a couple of them, and he's also made a couple of bog filters. They've got another one to show you, so I'll let you, as long as you don't mind, I shall share that one with you as well. We've got Hi Phil. Which Jamie are you? Life around the koi pond, LOL. Same 4-inch pens and pipes with them. And keeping it cool has been quiet in the background all this time. Not saying a word, but it's not me. Jamie. I will be going to the Kent show. Are we going to the Kent show?
It's a long way.
We might be.
No.
If Nick's new cars come by then.
Oh, yeah. If we do, yeah.
Because we're not going in the back of that one. God damn it. That thing's like being squashed up in a sardine tin.
It's like Freddie Flintstone's car, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's proper. I mean, 3 years in back. It's, not good.
Not good.
The Jamie that speaks to your messenger does. I knew who you were, Jamie. Daz didn't. I recognise the profile picture, your Sky Dome, or whatever it is. But wherever you've given yours name to your inspection viewing dome pod that your fish can come up in and have a look at. Original Shishui should, gosh, Shishui, you could hardly tell the zipper from the blue skin. Yeah, I agree, mate. I got rid of 2 of them on my dad. I said, "Here, Dad, what do you think of these?" He went, "Oh, they're lovely." I went, "Good, they're yours." See ya. They're gone. Don't like them, they're ugly. What's going on at the Newark show? Fish in big vats. People gather round, look at them, hand out rosettes. Pretty much. That's the top and bottom of it, I think, mate. But I do believe there's supposed to be a few other bits going on as well. It's supposed to be really good. This is supposed to be the all singing and dancing show of the year.
Who's going?
What?
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
Who's going to the Newark show? Or what's going on at the Newark show? God, told you my reading shit tonight. It really is. Don't mind me, guys. I'm half asleep. I have had some late nights. It's been a lot of late nights this week talking to all these lot. Cornetto time, and God damn you when you cornettos. I bet it's going to be a slush puppy one as well. Another one that I ain't got. Yummy smiley face from Mike Bordeaux. Check East Midland Koi Group on YouTube. All links, their recent videos too. I'm hosting pond visits in September.
Will do. Definitely.
Did anyone use FOC before it went all over YouTube? Did the pricing going up because of it? Don't know. No, I've never used any of them, mate.
I never used it.
I love when Andy did that to that little light drug dealer's deal. With the guy, he got any FOC, and he exchanged toilet rolls for him because they were becoming a rare commodity as well. Oh, fun. No different group that used to meet up in Lennon, I believe. Hi guys, Kerry's Koi, just come on in from the Koi house. What have I missed? Well, watch it from beginning and you'll see, because that one, it will be an eye opener. I'll say that much.
It would be Kerry, yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably agree to Kerry. Watch it from beginning.
Yeah. I watched the video earlier on as well, Kurt. Spot on.
Different Lenton group that used to meet up. Have I already read that once? That's not right. No, he just wrote out again.
Oh, right.
Koi Beginnings, the first started using it after watching Andy's Koi Pond lifestyle. Yes, it's more expensive, but you use less, so works out cheaper than some. Go ahead, mate. Thank you very much, Jamie. I appreciate that. What date is the Newark show? Jeff Lee says, I'm going. I don't know, Peter, but I will let you know it's on GKP Facebook group, mate. Scroll back up a little bit, but it will be up there in one of the posts. I did post all the shows with all the dates. That's going on this year, I believe. A few months ago. Last weekend in August, Newark. Typical, I'm back at work, Skegger. There we go. That's caught us up with everybody else. Yeah, I did perhaps maybe start the show off on a little bit of a rant. But I did have a rather large penis think that they were going to come on and stir up his shit, and it's not going to happen. In fact, I'm not going to have anybody do it. Certainly not that person. Not for no reason, and not for a random statement, and for what he came out with no need. Chat shit, get banned, as they say. That's exactly what he got. Sod's Law says, Skegget. Sod's Law. Any other topics anybody else would like to talk about? Kerry, would you like to join us? Thanks, guys. Oh, I clicked on it. Thanks, guys. I will do. It's Brett, not Amanda. Brett? Amanda said, or you said, one of yourselves said, that you would be happy to come along and join us one evening. Feel free to drop me a text, private message, whatever. Let me know, and you're more than welcome to come on, spend the evening on Anybody else? Anybody would like to come on and have a chat with us and have a bit of a chin wag? Let me know. Stick us a comment in, send us an email, whatever you would like to do. Feel free to come on, promote yourself, have a chat about yourself, show us a little bit about yourself, your own channel, and have a chat with us. Anybody's welcome.
Yeah.
Be our absolute pleasure to have anybody on.
Yeah.
Mr. Hadfield, if you're watching, if you would like to come on and have a chat with us all about being one of the first YouTubers that I personally know of.
Yeah.
Because I get good
I've
reception.
been out there and done a bit of showing and done well this time. Congratulations, mate. If you would like to come on and have a bit of a chat about what you've been doing and what your plans are and what you're thinking about going, give us a shout, mate. It'd be a pleasure to have you on and for you to come on and showcase and show us what you won and how you enjoyed it. Anybody else got any other topics they would like to discuss this evening? It's boiling in here tonight. It's red hot. Thanks, guys. Will do. It's not. It's Brett. It's Amanda. That was the last one that just come up. Can't type. Worse than usual. Cramping my thumbs. With the heat wave coming up, it'll be time to turn up the air. 100%, mate. We've just been talking about that earlier on. Definitely. And if not, turn up your air, making sure you've got a bit of shade and all. Trying to give them a little bit of shade from these red hot sunny days that we've got next week. It's forecast to be particularly warm. Bang up your air, get out your sails, wind sails, whatever you want to call them, shades, brollies, whatever. If you can offer them a little bit of something, do so, because they're going to need it.
That's a question then. I don't know if it would work as a bit of a sunblock. Clay. Would clay could be used as a sunblock?
Could be. Green water as well.
Yeah, green water is definitely a case. So I would have said, yeah, mate. End of the day, anything that stops the sun rays from being able to penetrate down through the water column to the fish is. Yeah.
You've seen how big my pond is. And trying to get something to cover that within the next couple of days before Saturday, I think it was going to be quite impossible. So if I whack some clay in, would that help? Or would that strip out the oxygen out of the water more with the temperature rising?
Yeah, that's to me. Yeah, so you could have a plus and a negative at the same time. Yeah, so you could a bit of a.
So what?
They're counterproductive.
So what do people think about that one?
Yeah, well, I reckon you probably could be right, mate. You could be. Yeah, I'm a little shy, mate. We've all got to start somewhere. I used to be shy. I was terrible at doing this, and I'm not saying I'm the best or brilliant. We just got somebody waving in the background as they walked up the stairs behind the back of your then does. Good night, farewell, good evening, whoever that might be. I was saying, mate, at the end of the day, the more you do, the easier it gets. It's just one of them things, Jamie. The more you do it, mate. Well,
yeah.
The more you do it, the easier and more comfortable you are with it. Whether or not other people think you're getting better or not, that's for them to decide. But as long as you feel a little more comfortable with doing it, the more you do it, the better you get, the easier it becomes. I would say. Skeggy's Pond says, "Do I detect a bit of Gary Hassel? What did I miss?"
You did, mate. Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, mate, right, the top and bottom of it is, I have never, ever gone onto anybody else's channel or anybody else's group and run my mouth off to try and make them look stupid. Because only dickheads do that. And that's what he came to do. And at the end of the day, what he was saying and what the comments he made weren't not to do with me and weren't factual or weren't true. So if you're going to spout your mouth off and talk rubbish, do it somewhere else, mate. Because I'm listening to your bullshit. Top and bottom of it. That's what you miss, Gaz. There's no need for it. There's only one, in my eyes, there's only one true reason why there's been so much hostility between so many YouTubers. And that's because in and amongst them, there's been bullshitters and shit stirrers. And those people are the kind of people that do what they do to see what reactions they get. Well, he got a reaction this evening and abandoned. But that is what it is. He won't be coming back again. And if he's man enough, big enough, he'll either do one or two things. Skulk off in a corner or come back and apologise. Because I've done no and said no about him. Never have, never will, no need to. What do people think? Round moving beds or square moving beds? I love this guy. It's brilliant. There you go. What do you think? Round moving beds or square moving beds?
Square. It's got to be square.
That's just your OCD because you're a square pond and you're square filter and the rest of it and all that kind of stuff.
I've got round pond. I'll still go for a square filter.
But yeah, I mean, I won't give a monkeys. This is how bad he is, right? He wants a square moving bed to go with his square pond, his square pond and his square filter. And then he's going to put both that square filter and that square moving bed in a shed. So they're not going to be seen. So what difference does it make?
Yeah, but the shed's going to be square as well.
The shed's going to be square. Oh, God damn it. What about the roof? You're going to do a square roof?
Yeah, it will have. Yeah, flat panel roof, yeah.
What? You won't get run off, it'll rot.
No, it will have. No, like down there.
Oh,
Right, come in, mate.
look at this. We got a spammer. Block user. That was hard to stop, wasn't it? Oh, God damn. In case there were, oh, look, we got another one. Who spouted Gary Webb? It's what he does, isn't it? It's, you know, gets kicks out of kicking up shit and kicking up his stink. Anyway. Talking about it only gets him what he wants, airtime. And
Yeah.
You know, he's done his own bit.
End of it.
Yeah. He's done it. He said it. I'm sure he feels really proud of himself for doing it. But at the end of the day, dickheads be dickheads. Spouted. I knew what you meant. There are people who thrive on drama. Skeggy 100%, mate. You're right. There are. He's 100%. Sound girls, I will try and sort something out for next week. Yeah, cool. Feel free, mate. If you've got, if you get anything that you want to share or any fish that you want to showcase, or you want to bring some on, well, not obviously bring some on, but you want to show some of them, you want to let everybody have a look at them, feel free, mate. Because I know you do a little bit of trading, a little bit of selling, or whatever. But if you want to, feel free. You're more than welcome. You can send me some over in an email or whatever, or forward them across to us, and we'll put them up and let people, and you can talk about them, whatever you want to do. But feel free.
Okay. That'd be nice to. Like I say, it would be nice to get people like Skeggy on.
If you're interested in coming in and plugging your shop, mate, feel free to do so. But you're more than welcome.
Yeah, like I say, it'd be interesting to get other people's aspects on instead of just words. You know what I mean? You see words on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice to see some of the other people's faces behind the questions and the answers and the comments. So if anybody would like to come on, feel free to let me know. Or, you know, if anybody wants to come on right now for 10 minutes before we wrap up for end of the evening, let me know and I will stick the link in. In fact, there we go, guys. I shall stick that in there. There is the link. If anybody would like to come on, feel free. Not tonight, fellas. I need to be at the PC for lives. Anytime, Skeggy, if you want to do, mate, you're more than welcome. There's nobody needs to do. It's just the offer is out there. If anybody would like to do, feel free or don't. If you're enjoying watching and all the rest of it, blah blah blah. But yeah, just drama. It's just drama. Just drama for the sake of drama. I mean, get over it. The people just need to move on, man.
Yeah.
The koi community could be so much better than it is. People could come together, help each other, help others out. You know, teach people something instead of trying to be a smart ass, instead of trying to belittle people and look down at them because you've got a bit more brass than other people have. That's not what fish keeping is. about. It's not what about the koi keeping is about. It's not what about koi shows are about. There were people there that we went to speak to in fall last year that spoke to me and my son that knew we only had a very small pond, but they still took the time to sit and talk to us and stand and talk to us because they were proud about what they did and they were proud about the community of people keeping koi. YouTube is ruining all that crap because people think that they all want to be the big I am and they all want to think the big Mr. Big Dick and swing it around in front of everybody and be the top man out there. There are people out there that want to come and be a part of it and take part of it and enjoy it. There are others out there that want to take over and trample over everybody as they do it. Me, I just want to enjoy doing what I'm doing and participate in it. And if people enjoy watching it or enjoying watching my content, brilliant. That's all I want, just to enjoy the hobby with friends. Nothing more.
Yeah. My highlight of this season so far is we went to Quinnicoy with yourself. Yeah. And we met Rastakoi, Chip there.
Yeah.
And the man, he come up and we went up to him and I talked to him and he talked to us. He talked to us for about 20 minutes. Or no, 10 minutes. A man like that. The man with that knowledge and experience within the hobby.
That's it.
Give us time.
That's what it should be. Look, it don't make a difference if you keep a koi from garden centre. Don't make a difference if you keep a fish in your pond that's a goldfish. At the end of the day, they all require the same capabilities. They all require filtration. They all require husbandry. They all require looking after. If somebody can share knowledge to help somebody else without trying to make them look stupid, without trying to belittle them, and help the fish to thrive in the environment that they should be looked after in, why not come together and do it all right way and enjoy the hobby for what it is? A hobby. It doesn't have to have hostility. It doesn't have to have people thinking that they're better than others. People are better than others, but there's no need to rub it in each other's faces. Nothing good comes from negativity, ever. Never has, never will. But it's lovely when you go to a koi show and you take your son for the first time and he's never been in, and he's always been interested in fishing and that kind of stuff. And when he goes and says, hang about, Dad, and disappears, and the next thing you know, you look over your corner and he's stood talking with a bloke, and then he comes over and said, Dad, you should hear what that guy's got to say. And you go over and have a chat with him, and for an hour you stood there talking about what he goes through with his showing, what he has to do with his fish, what he has to do to get his fish ready for it. It's all about what it should be about, sharing that information and learning from others and learning from each other. Jamie, have you got a camera? Because I can see you there in the background, but I can't see your picture. So I can't add you in unless I can see you. You might not be Jamie. You might be Josephine. Phone, you could catch me out. Have a word. See if you can bring up your picture, mate. Can you use your mobile phone, switch around, use your camera? It should allow you to use it as an individual recording device as well, mate. Right, let's catch up with a few, because we did get a few stupid little scammy bits for Naked HD Fun, best adult dating site. So I blocked them. Unless anybody wants to go to the Naked HD Fun best adult dating site. Sorry if I removed the link before you got a chance to write it down. Kenny Coy says, hi Steph, I've got a triangle moving bread. There you go. They have a triangle moving bed. Never thought of that concept, did you?
No.
Jamie, you deleted the comments. Sorry. Would you like me to send you a link for it, mate? I can always forward it on for you later, mate. My moving bed is round, as is the vortex. Has Gary tried it with you now, Gaz? He has. He is a proper.
Yeah.
He is a proper twat. He is. The guy's an absolute fucking prick, to be completely fair. But he
Guys.
What can you say? If he feels threatened by me doing what I'm doing, then I'll take it as a compliment. If he wants to say anything about me, I'll laugh at him because he's a joke. Be nice to see Brett and Amanda. It will be nice to see Brett and Amanda. Totally agree. First time I met them was when they came over to the Balding Reefers shop to pick up some fish from there, and it was lovely to chat to them. It'd be nice to chat to them again. Hilsley says good night all. Good night, mate.
All right,
Take
mate.
care. See you later. Let's check it for a shape. We've got Jamie here, but it might just be voice but no picture. We'll risk it for a biscuit. What's the worst that can happen? Well, the worst that could happen could be HD naked fun best adult dating site pops up on screen. But if it does, that might get us some views. Still no sound. I've got no sound from you, Jamie. If you can sort that out and you can try again, mate. Try leaving and coming back in, bud. Might help. Peter's Pond and Puddle. LOL, see you ugly mug at the weekend, mate. We'll be filming, LOL. We're filming, not just naked. Yeah. Sort you out, Peter. Let me know, mate. Drop us a text, ring us, whatever, mate. We'll sort something out tomorrow. I'll give you and Kyle a bell tomorrow and we'll sort it out. We'll see if we can get you sorted out with a bit of that food. If it's good to you, mate, I would rather somebody make use of it. Why do you think I call mine a puddle? Oh, this one cut me deep, Shrek. Look at this one. First time I've heard you speak sense, guys. Harsh, but fair. We'll go with that one. Well said, mate. LOL, Mike. Well said, Gaz. Wynn's bullshit statement of the week. It's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. I've one puddle and one under construction. I think name should be goldfish and koi as more goldfish at the moment. Mate, there's not wrong with goldfish.
No.
Not wrong with keeping goldfish with your koi, although some might frown at you. But others might frown at you for keeping those other ones, what they called butterflies. A lot of people in that subject.
Butterfly is beautiful.
Peter, I've definitely got more goldfish, says Skeggy.
Yeah, you can walk across the water at Skeggy's Pond, can't you? The goldfish. There's no problem there.
Too many bloody hobbies on here. Mike, you make me piss, mate. Nice to have a good chat on a Sunday, pal. There you go. Send away the link. I'll send it you, Skeg. Sorry, mate. I should have took it. I should have left it for you to click on. And then you too could have had spyware on your PC. I'm 62 on Sunday. I'm still learning off you guys. Don't listen to a word we say, mate.
We're learning.
The worst that could happen is a mankini.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. What's his face, Gegger? Was indeed, Brett, always good for a laugh. One of the good sides of the hobby. Yeah, that's it. At the pond visit, we have a good laugh. Look at the koi, have a barbecue and a drink, and learn from each other. EMKG, East Midland Koi Club. Koi group. Sorry.
Do you live in the East Midlands then, Mike?
No, he just travels 100 miles to get there.
He must do, because he only lives 10 minutes away from Japanese water gardens.
Oh, does that?
There you go. See, my sarcasm right there for a minute.
Oh, brilliant. So, yeah, round where we live then.
Yeah, one of us.
One of us, yeah.
This has got to be an inside joke. Don't you dare, Tracy. I still need eye bleach. Making a mankini, LOL. Long Eaton is where it lives. Koi Beginnings laughing face.
Oh, my neck of the woods.
Your neck of the woods then, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Mike, what you could do is you could swing by, pick up Daz and pick up Mick for next meeting, and then whiz up Huddersfield, pick me up and drop us all back off. That would be a great night out. We can all learn from each other in the journey in the car.
Well, if Mike ever wants to come out for the day trip with us, we can all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I'm all up for any of that. If anybody else wants or has known of anywhere, or is anywhere that you would like to go and you haven't been, and you want to go with a group, let us know. Hit us up. Drop us a comment. Stick it in the chat. Let's all meet up somewhere. Let's get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I won't say a lads' night. day out or a trip out.
No.
A community trip out. Let's get something organised. Let's get somewhere sorted. Let's go
Group
somewhere.
of people, it's just a group of people coming together. Of all stuff.
Of all
Walks of life.
Oh, they're in Mansfield. Kerry Croy's in Mansfield. But hey.
Yeah, Mansfield. So we could do. Oh,
yeah,
you just lost some fishes. Have you just lost one of your big koi as well, guys? I think you did, didn't you? I think you just lost one of your big fish.
No.
I'm sure I saw it in your last video.
So
sorry.
Mansfield's what? 10, 15 miles from here?
Yeah.
Nothing, is it?
20 minutes, if that.
Mike says, I'm on holiday next week, so we'll be travelling back from Cornwall. The next pond visit, but yes, interested in any other time.
Yeah, that's it, definitely.
The South of England Koi Show, Kent, that's where we could meet. We could all meet there in one giant, great big koi fest. Yes, mate, big Tancho shower. Oh,
yes.
That what it was, the Tancho shower.
Oh.
Super, mate.
Oh.
Do you know what from all? Yeah, that just cut Shrek real deep up here there then.
Oh.
One of his favourite fish, shower. In case you didn't know.
It is the
if his lovely wife would allow it, he would have a pond full of shower.
It's the fish and the only fish.
Oh, let's try again. Are you there, Jamie? Jamie, come in, Jamie. Jamie. Oh, Colin, awesome. I mean, awesome. I don't reckon there's anybody there. Jamie, don't take it the wrong way, mate. I'm going to keep the studio because it's lightering and there's nobody there. Nanu. Kick guest. Try joining again, mate. See if it works.
I think I've lost him.
I'll stick the link back in just in case. But it will not be there, will it?
Right. Like I say, sorry for the loss.
Yeah, that's a sick mate. Shower. Big fish as well, I guess, because it looked pretty damn big. Yes, saw that. Brett says Incel Koi on the stream there from me if anybody would like to join. We are pushing on rather late though now. It is getting up to 10 to 11. I nearly said 10 to 10. For the up and coming video next week, anybody would like to drop any topics, subjects, or issues that they would like to, or want to try and find some answers to, as well as, because we're more than happy to do a bit of research if we can, and more than happy for anybody to tell us if there's anything they want us to talk about, or any questions they would like to ask us, what we do, how we do it, and all that kind of thing. Feel free to stick a comment in after this by coming back and just leaving your question in the comments as normal. But I've not got much more else I need to talk about because I can't remember the one that I did want to talk about. And it will. I know when I leave this now, there'll be this other guy called Mike Bordeaux. He'll turn around and say, that thing you were on about, Gaz, with this.
It wasn't flow rate, was it?
I can't remember it. No, we touched on it literally. Somebody mentioned it earlier on, and I went, "Oh yeah, that's a topic I want to bring up." And I brain farted and forgotten, so can't remember. I don't know what went wrong. Me neither. Maybe try again next week if you wish. More than welcome to come on and have a chat. Hang about. Add stream. Are you there, Jamie? Jamie, come in, Jamie. You might get you in just for the last little bit where we turn on and go. This is from me, mate. Daz, keep smiling. We are going to look about it, and it's not working.
I think you should give it another 7 minutes.
You're buffering a little bit. We'll give it another couple of minutes. It's never good losing a fish, mate. Definitely 100%. Mick, it's absolutely broken me. She was 12 and had a bacterial infection. We just couldn't get rid. We've tried antibiotics twice from the vets, and that if you've gone to that level, you've definitely given your all, mate, Brett.
Yeah, 100%.
If you tried that, mate, and vet couldn't save it, then you've done there's no more you could have done. And at the end of the day, to lose a fish like that is a sickener. But these things happen, don't they? It's a part of koi keeping. For all the good, there is always that little bit of upset at some point.
Yeah.
Been a bloody good show, guys. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. I mean, I don't know if you've guessed yet. We do just wing it week in, week out.
Yeah.
We didn't know we were going to do one tonight because Daz was mid barbecuing and said, "Right, guys, I'm just going to eat my tea." And off he went to eat his barbecue. So me and Mick then decided, "Oh no, sorry, why not? We'll do one. We'll do a short one." Which never ends up being a short one.
It's turned out to be the longest.
Yeah. Again. But it's Jamie. I don't know what's going on there, but you're looking good. That little spiral knockout there, mate. Nice for your comments. Nice for you to join us in spirit, if nothing else.
Yeah.
But we'll try again, mate, next time. We'll give it another blast. See what we can. See what we can get you on. So, no hard feelings, mate.
We could always email him. We could always email him before.
Yeah, we'll send you a link. I'll send you a link in a way. See if we can get you back on again. Tell him to try a different browser. Yeah, it could be that. Could be a browser. Bet how much were the antibiotics and which did you use? Antibiotics.
Bayfield's a good one.
It's funny how I could read it though, Skeggy, isn't it? First time I could read the one that's misspelled.
Yeah, Baytrill. That's a good one.
Yeah, Baytrill.
Very hard to get hold of though.
Yeah, vets don't like to administer it to you.
My daughter used to get it for small animals. Yeah, well,
the other thing is, for a bacterial infection, it's not easy to get somebody to come out and tell you what the bacterial infection is either, is it?
No.
I wouldn't imagine. And
Expensive.
goddamn expensive to find out. But, yeah.
Yep.
Well, anyway, I will turn around. There we go. We'll get these last ones in from Peter. Says, night, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Call you tomorrow,
Night,
Pete.
Peter.
I'll get in touch, mate, 100%. Kyle, if you're still on as well, I will be getting in touch with you, mate, and dropping you a bell tomorrow, bud. You getting to use the dyslexic waffle. Braytrel is the go-to antibiotics. And we're going to, on that one, we'll let that one be the last comment unless somebody squeezes in one right fast just before I get a chance to say it. From Mick, damn it. Yeah.
I thought it would be Gaga.
And a good night all. So, and on that note, I will say thanks very much for watching. A massive, great big thank you to all the new people that keep subscribing week in, week out, and all the guys that keep, all you guys for coming back and watching us week in, week out. From myself, Gaz at Gaz's Koi Pond, Mick.
Thanks, everybody.
And thanks very much for watching, guys.
See
you all in the next one. Take care. Most of all, guys, keep smiling. See you all in the next one. Take it easy, all. Good night. Discord, Jeff. Yes.